All right, we are live. Welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. Hope you guys are doing well this Memorial Day weekend. Help if I could talk. Get the bugs out of my mouth. Um, with that being said, we'll jump over to Alan. How's it going, brother? You're on mute, brother.
Well, if I can get the bugs out of my brain, I can probably get my ducks in a row here. Yeah, doing very well this weekend. Been a very busy weekend for me, but there's a couple of things that I'd like to do to get us started off here. The first, of course, is this. If it'll do what it's supposed to do when it's supposed to do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, that out of the way, and this thing being chucked out a window. There's one more thing that I would like to do to get us started off before reading the participations list or anything else of that sort. This holiday, this Memorial holiday, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to some of the viewers. It even means a lot to panel members, and it means a lot to the families and the friends of people that have given more than all for this country. And if you wouldn't mind, I would just like to take a moment of silence for those people. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done. Absolutely. Daniel has the shirt on that one of our good brothers that unfortunately passed away that definitely is in our thoughts this weekend. So, yeah, absolutely, for sure. It's not about sales. It's not about any of that crap. So, you got to remember those that served and paid the ultimate sacrifice. With that being said, Daniel, how you doing?
Oh, hey, thanks guys for the invite. I'm doing okay. Getting olds for wimps, and just hope we have some fun out here in the side chat.
See, you had a visit from Lord Dragon Balls.
Oh, you're talking about our camp that we put on here every Saturday, Camp Ivana Shoot a Lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, we do a lot of positive reinforcement from a lot of techniques that we've learned in the military. And we'll melt all the snowflakes, and hopefully we'll either send them back as real men or they'll just melt and go away.
That's it. That's awesome. Good deal. Kingpin, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I appreciate the invite, and just to say it, I couldn't be any more proud than I am right now of being able to live in a country that so many have given so much for. And this is America, and that's a very unique thing. So thank God for all the soldiers, and please don't forget Memorial Day.
Absolutely good to have you on, brother. So, does anyone have any topics? I actually have a couple of topics to go through, but we'll get to those in a little bit. Those are politics related and downers. I don't want to down the chat at the beginning. So, Alan, what you got going on, man? How's your weekend been going?
Oh, my weekend's been great. It's been a whole bunch of time spent down by the lake, hanging out by the river. throwing fishing lines in and out of the water, playing with kids, just enjoying the freedom that our brave women and men enable me to have. And so I have been having just an absolutely phenomenal weekend. Right at the moment, the participants list is leading as Andy 79, Z28, Crooked Creek Shooting, Jet 001, Kingpin here in the room, Vanessa Kitty out there, Warthog 71, good old Razor JB swinging the blue hammer for us out there, Keith Gregory, Blue Healer 260, Scott P79 out there as well. Actually, good to see so many people already out there in the side chat.
Absolutely. I know it's probably going to be a little bit slower weekend for everyone's going to be doing things, but appreciate everyone showing up for sure. So Daniel, other than having your camp going on this weekend, what else you got going on?
Oh god, what besides graduation parties, graduations, graduation parties, graduations? I'm tired. Graduation parties aren't as fun anymore after you're married and over 30. And they just don't do graduation parties the same way that we did them when we were that age. So, but these are good kids, and I do enjoy the time that I have spent with them here through the years. So I'm going to put out that there. So again, after the sarcasm at the beginning.
Way to cover your
I'm
ass.
now curious how they did graduation parties back in your century.
Back in my century, okay, this is how my graduation party went. My dad said I could have a graduation party. Thursday, he said I couldn't have a graduation party. My graduation party was supposed to be on Friday. So Friday morning, he says, okay, you can have your graduation party. Well, I already told everybody the party was canceled. So I went into school, told them it's tomorrow night, but whoever wants to help set up on Friday night can come on over and we'll get set up. My dad thought Friday night was my graduation party when they had about 8 people there until 2 in the morning. And he started getting worried when we came in with our second pickup load of firewood. And the third truck with the keg came. And I said, no, Dad, this is just the pre-party. He got a worried look on his face. He went and called his cousin up to come chaperone it. And this guy is 6'11" and looks like at that time he was Mr. B. And the next night we had about 300 people there and all of us were drunk. And the Harley guys showed up there. Okay, I'm not going to say everything that went on and what everything was there, but that was a party. And I didn't sleep for the next 3 days.
Now, what did your dad have to say to this?
He stayed in the house. He was too scared to come out because I said, no, Dad, this is just my pre-party. We're just getting set up. So, oh yeah, we had a fire there that was a beacon and there was people pulling in off the highway because they seen the fire there and they found out it was a party and they just started coming in. So, yeah, it was a good time.
Sounds like you were popular.
Yeah, I got along with
Not
everybody.
so much now, though, right?
I was a jock, but I also got along with the drug heads, and I didn't care who you were. I didn't give anybody a hard time. We would have a fist fight, and then 10 minutes later, we would be best friends and drinking beer together.
So, what was your drink of choice?
Back then, anything but Old Dutch. That is terrible. If anybody remembers Old Dutch, I feel bad for you. Yeah, I was a lush.
We got some more people jumping in. We got BM Freedom out there, Pro Carry Trucker, Michael Signs, Jet001, Idaho Rogers, Lad 8541. Good to see Lad out there. Crooked Creek Shooting. I probably missed some people. I'll leave that job up to Alan. I always screw it up. So.
Well, and we also had another illustrious panel member join the panel, one Mr. JH586. Happy Memorial Weekend to you, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm tired, man, but we're kicking. I've had a sinus infection all week, and we got 2 grandkids over here. And last night on Uncle Jim's chat, Scotsman will get a kick out of this. I was accused of turning into the what's the word? Come on. The rabbi. And I said, that's ridiculous, man. And wife comes home, starts cooking supper. You'll never guess what we had. We had ground lamb burgers. No kidding. I'm serious. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. A lot of familiar names out there in the side chat. And I hope everybody can take some time to remember those who are fallen for our freedom, who are not going to be here with us this weekend. So what did I miss?
You missed an excellent tale of party time from Daniel and his camp that he has going on right now, Camp Ivanishute.
Those
I gotta
parties
send the
will,
link out to Chuck. I forgot to send it to Chuck. That was my fault.
those parties
back.
will tend to get out of control, won't they?
Well, yeah, it was a different time back then. Nowadays, the kids are quite different. I still call them kids, even though they're graduates. They're pretty much adults. I still can't call them adults though. Is it just me, or does 18 years old just not quite seem like adults for most individuals these days?
I could probably bump that up into the mid-20s somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I started thinking about when I was probably in my very, very early 30s, such a long time ago. If I would even date an 18-year-old when I was probably 30, let's say 32 years old, would I even date an 18-year-old? And there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Even 25 would have been too almost too much of a craziness for me. But the way they party these days is quite different than the way we had our parties.
Yeah. When I was even before I was 18, I had a job, I had a bank account, I had a credit rating. I mean, when my mom came home from work one day and I'm throwing my clothes in a garbage bag and she, "What, you moving out?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, so you better make sure you start coming, come home and see us." I mean, at that age, we were independent. We wanted our independence. We didn't want to have to live under the same house, in the same house with mom and dad's rules. I mean, back then, a totally different world. Now these kids here, they think being social is just being on a computer and talking. No, we used to go out there and actually meet people.
Yeah, it's really amazed me how much people don't want to the 18-year-old, 22-year-old, 25-year-olds, they don't want to get out of their parents' house. I understand the logic. You're not paying rent. You don't have to make your own food or buy your own food. Hell, you don't even have to do your own damn laundry. Of course, if you're going to get catered to, why would you not want to stick around? It really amazes me how these they're still not being adults at 18, 20, 25. I mean, I was out on my own before 16 years old.
Well, it's crazy. I got a kid that works with us, and I call him a kid because he's only 27, and he is out there. I don't know where his brain's at. It wouldn't surprise me if he is a straight up liberal. He's ridiculous. He's been doing the same job since he started, and he still can't do it right. He screws something up every single night. I don't know where his head's at. He's just ridiculous, but they won't let him go.
I learned at a very
numbers game, and he's a body.
I learned at a very young age that my mom was not my maid, and my dad reinforced that throughout the years. So by the time I was 12 years old, there was no more, "Mom, can you make me a sandwich?" You better get in there and make your own sandwich or you're not going to eat.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've told you guys before, I worked on a farm and I started when I was 12. By the time I was 16, I was out on my own. So it's, the different world today. These kids just don't get it.
Well, there's the other side of the coin, too. If I can tell y'all about my intern that worked with me this summer. He's about to graduate high school. He worked with me this whole school year. Every other day, he'd come in and help me fix Chromebooks and learn how to fix stuff. And he was accepted to St. John's University on an academic scholarship, and he's going to be majoring in physics, and he will be a nuclear physicist when he graduates from college, providing he graduates from college. But I see what you're talking about. I do. I see it a lot because I work in a school system. Something Daniel said about being social. You remember Friday nights and Saturday nights cruising the main drag up and down and meeting people and meeting girls, chasing girls, girls chasing you, their boyfriends chasing you, getting in fights, drag races, all this kind of stuff.
I don't remember any of that, but it sure sounds like I might have had fun during that time.
I understand.
See, that's the funny thing is I don't remember any of it, probably for good reason.
If you can remember it, you weren't having fun. The 80s were a great era. Hey, who's the new guy?
Hey, Chuck, you're sideways. There you go.
Oh, glad you drank your V8. Good afternoon, Chuck.
Are you on mute?
Does not appear that he's on mute. He's
Is this microphone working?
There you go.
There we go. I had to hit the right button. All right. All sorts of sideways here. There we go. Hey, I got a new gun. It's not a Glock.
Well, before we get to that, you sent me a picture and you posted it on Instagram as well. But congratulations, sir, are in order for. I believe you proposed.
I did for the second. Damn it, my phone. For the second time in my life, I have proposed. Yes, and light years ahead of the first one. So it's good stuff.
Good job. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah. So she was dumb enough to say yes.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
Oh, I would. Yeah,
Well, there's a sucker born every minute.
that's for sure. Apparently, you know, she's in love with me or something like that. But she's good for me. She cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the dog. You know, all without me even asking, really.
no,
I can't let that go.
There's a comment out there from Bearded CB82. I'm pretty sure that's directed at you.
Yeah, I can't see the live chat because I'm on my phone and my computer's down. But yeah. So what's the comment say?
Well, it's for Alan. It comes from Bearded CB82. These guys that have that Tinder shit, they're taking all the effort out of their game. Is that correct, Jan?
I would not be able to speak for Jan, but the effort is very minimally put. You know, when you're only like one of 4 eligible bachelors living in Alaska, so which I could be wrong. I mean, Alaska, you actually have more eligible females than you do males. Is that correct?
In Alaska, no, gosh, it's like 10-to-1 dudes. Like that's why there's such a large gay population up here, I guess. But it's you know, Jan would be happy up here, I guess. So, but yeah, no, it's like 10-to-1 dudes, and like so, and the girls that are up here are not exactly the girls you want to marry. So you have to find one that's like born and raised here, or and she's a California liberal teacher. That's pretty hard. So
basically, what you're saying is you found one that wasn't a woolly mammoth.
you could say that. Yeah. She didn't have the Alaska winter diet of hibernation, and she didn't have you know, she pretty decent. Somehow still likes me.
Yeah, I might have to talk to her.
Yeah.
Talk some sense in the old girl.
Yeah, she's already appropriated my M&P shield, though, so before you talk to her, make sure she gives it back.
Yeah, I was just about to say you better start holding your firearms away from her, because they're either going to be hers or she's going to try and sell them for what you said that you bought them for.
Well, I have no secrets on how much I spend on guns with her, so I try to be that open with her. But like right now, I'm saving money and stuff like that. But you know,
now
yeah, so
you need to understand. There's the pre-marital. I can buy as many guns as I want, and then there's the after marriage. Honey, can I buy a gun?
I've done this once before, so yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah. But speaking of guns that I bought one that wasn't a Glock. I've got a SIG. This is before SIG turned to crap with a 365 and 320. Double action, 239, 40 Smith & Wesson.
Now you take that back about the 320.
Well, you know, only dropped when fired. You know, fired when dropped.
We
Whatever.
have a couple others join us. We have NEPA Gun Talk. How's it going, brother?
Maybe once he finds his unmute button, NEPA.
All right. While he's working on that, we got Gorillas and Guns. What's up, buddy?
Well, I think we got it working.
There we go.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
We got a couple others joining us. We have NEPA Gun Talk. How's it going, brother?
What's going on, buddy? How's everybody doing?
Good, good. You got your play screen muted? Maybe once he finds his unmute button, NEPA.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, buddy. You got to turn your other screen on mute.
Wait, what do I have to turn on?
There we go.
You've got the chat playing on another screen.
What's
What's going on, buddy? How's it?
All right. Well, he figures that out. Gorillas and guns. What's going on, brother?
Oh, not a lot. Just banana and around as usual. I just got done doing that Mike Bryant giveaway yesterday, man. It was pretty big, man. All the stuff that was being given away with that. So.
There we go. You've got the chat friendly.
But other than that, just paying tribute to the fallen soldiers this weekend, and all the veterans that served. After all, it is Memorial Day. It's the day to remember those guys because they fought and died for our freedom. So freedom is not free, and they paid the ultimate sacrifice. So.
All right. I just texted Marilyn. Hopefully, we can figure that out. So you got a new SIG, huh, Chuck? I'm glad it's not a Glock, at least. Maybe that's why she's starting to stick around. She's seeing you have a little bit of sense.
Oh yeah, well I've actually my last two guns were not Glocks, believe it or not. I got a Smith & Wesson Shield 40, which the girlfriend or the fiance now has appropriated, and then I've got the SIG 239. Now I had one of these in 9mm, and I let my ex-wife keep it because she was liked it, and I was trying to be peaceful at the time, not cause too many arguments. And that's one of the biggest regrets of my marriage was I let my ex-wife keep my SIG 239, and so I finally found a deal on one. SIG's not making the 239 anymore because they're making that POS 365 and 320 and all that crap. So they're
I guess we will never know.
All right. Well, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but fantastic.
Well, he is in Alaska, man. Maybe a signal.
Yeah, he's always having issues out there.
That's
No
right.
one else
Well,
getting
that
new
smack you was talking
acquisitions?
about the 320,
Anyone else get any new acquisitions?
No.
sorry there, my signal went out. Alaskan cell phone service, what can you say? Anyway, no, Sportsman's Warehouse had this on sale for $479.99, and then the day I went in to pick it up after putting it on layaway, they had to pop a balloon and get us so much discount inside the balloon. I got 10% off of that. So I got a SIG that's like an $800 SIG for like $430 or something like that, $425, something like that.
Very, very nice. Were you seeking it in 40?
No. So what? Me and another teacher friend of mine who also works at Cabela's with me when there. There's a place in Anchorage where you can go and like rent still at an indoor range. There's a state-run range down on the south of town, and then there's a private range in a suburb north of town. But none of them rent guns. There's no place to try pistols out. And both of us pulling a shift to Cabela's, we're like, everybody goes, where can you go shoot these? Where can you go try them out? That kind of thing. So we were thinking about starting a training thing. We were going to call it Try and Buy Training, where we give sales classes and all that jazz, but also let people try a whole bunch of different guns. And we were looking at both of our collections and realized neither of us had a 40. And so I jumped on the first two deals on a 40. I've seen this first 40 I've bought since I was 21. I had a G23 blow up on me back when 40s were overpressured and Glocks were crap on their chamber support for those things. So yes, you just heard me say Glocks were Scotsman.
Oh, I'm wondering why you said were, because they still are. But anyway.
I mean, the perfect examples with the 10mm coming out of Glock right now, those things are hand bombs. Chuk had one blow up on him. He's definitely not the first one. It's been all over the place. The 10mm are blowing up.
Yeah,
for the
I've
Glocks.
heard that too, but in every case, it's been questionable ammo. This guy had some clear and bellet that just wasn't extremely good ammo, and Chuck didn't have it blow up on him. He took pictures of a guys who blew up, and he did a video on it because he was kind of short on videos. And enough for him. It's like 50 or 60,000 views now, and he's just commenting on it. And I did go for the heavy loads to get better, and so I'm shooting those hard gas loads, and definitely going to that.
Well, we've had a few other bits of royalty pop out into the side chat. The only illustrious Pop Quest, Curious Yellow Cooter, I mean Cuda, 180 second ideas. Pro Carry Trucker was out there. Alaska One, Andy, welcome to this. V-Borg's still out there swinging his blue hammer around. So yeah, got some great people out in the side chat.
Absolutely, looks like it's filling up for sure.
Hey, I think Daniel was shaking his head yes when we were asking about new acquisitions. Was Gorilla's got something?
Yeah, you had a couple positive responses there, Gorilla. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. I actually got my receiver set in for my very first AR build. It's a Aero Precision, stripped upper and lower set. So I got just about everything I need now to get started on building this thing. Just waiting for a few more parts to come in, and I can get this thing done. It's going to be pretty exciting, man. I've never built an AR, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens.
I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. As soon as you get it built and finished, you're going to want to do another one, and then another one.
Well, you're not even going to finish it before you want to build another one. I'm only halfway through one, and I still want to build another one.
I kind of already want to build another one because I've seen some other parts that were hanging around online, and I was like, I think I could do something with those, but I want to finish this one first before I actually get into another one. So,
okay, so the first one, its main purpose and a basic rundown of parts.
Well, its main purpose is just to be a shooter, and like a project. Like I said, I got a bunch of just plain mil spec parts that Christian Grest gave me. Palmetto State Armory stock, just a bunch of stuff for the lower, the trigger, things of that nature. I'm not sure. Those are probably all out of Palmetto State Armory rifles that he's bought in the past and just taking them out and replacing them with other parts. Gun and Wild One sent me a whole bunch of stuff for the upper as well. I haven't really gone through all those parts yet, but I think it's just about everything. And Insight Freedom said he just sent me out a buffer tube and spring the other day. So, there's only a few things I need left, but it's just all basic mil spec stuff. Nothing too exciting. Just really want to do a build and see if I can be successful at it.
What barrel do you have, Gorilla?
I'm not sure. I haven't even taken it out of the package yet. That was something that Christian Gress sent me as well. I know it's a 16-inch. Just a mil spec 5.56 barrel. That's it. Nothing too exciting, but it should do the trick. I think he said there was never ever any bullets fired through this, so it's still pretty much brand new.
Cool, man.
So is that a 1 in 8 barrel or?
1 and 8 twist. Yep.
And what's the gas system length on that?
I think it's carbine length. Seems to be like a mid-range. I'm not exactly entirely sure.
It probably is. I think that's an M4 profile.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too. Like I said, I really don't know much about ARs. I've been playing with AKs and stuff a little bit more so, but like I said, I just want to really get in there and build one because I said if I'm going to own an AR, the first AR I own is going to be one I build. So
Razor's out there. He makes a good point, man. The gas block install is paramount. So if you want it to be good and reliable, take your time and ask questions.
yeah,
Razor's
will do.
out there. He makes a good point, man. The gas block install is paramount. So if you want it to be.
All right. I know they're trying to figure that out. I apologize about that, guys. They're trying to get it figured out over there. So they're working on it. We had the one and only Gizzard Gary join us. What's going on, buddy?
Man, not a whole lot. Thanks for the invite, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to have you on, man. Anything new happening with you?
Nah, not really. Just enjoying the weekend, taking it easy.
Good deal. Daniel, did you get a new purchase too?
Well, it's not a new one. About a month ago, you might have seen me with one of these, the 450 Bushmaster I got from Bear Creek. I had some issues with it, so this is a new upper sent to me from Bear Creek Arsenal that I actually bought. And I'm currently working on a video on, because every shot I'm cleaning the gun and I'm doing a 20 round break-in period with it. And that's in the next couple of weeks, that's what I'm going to be doing with it. But anybody that don't know how big that bullet is, that's an AR-15 mag. So I'm shooting a very light gun that's shooting very big bullets. And this time I'm definitely going to have a good shooting vise when I'm doing all this.
So Dan, they make like a heavy hard gas for that because I see the shelves are like the either soft points or those Revolution rounds that you're shooting right there, the FTX rounds.
These here, those are Hortney SSTs, 250 grain.
Yeah, I'm looking for like extreme penetrators or something like that because I saw those Bear Creek Arsenal 450 Bushmasters pistol uppers on sale, and I'm thinking, man, if you had a reliable AR 450 Bushmaster, you can get a bear defense gun. The problem is up here I can't get any ammo, but those little SSTs just break up like crazy. I've shot a deer with them and never recovered the bullet. You know, they're terrible for shooting thick hide game. You know.
This is
you have problems getting ammo up there, but can you get the bullets themselves and then reload that up there pretty easy?
Oh yeah, you could. I mean, I'm not set up for reloading right now because I'm just in a small space, but I could go to Chooks or a couple other friends and reload pretty easily for that kind of thing. But the shop I have in a lot of videos, Alaska Ammo, has a good variety. I mean, the problem is they only get shipments in like 6 times a year. And so, because they have to have it shipped to Seattle from Underwood or from wherever they do, and then it's put on a separate boat up here. So, you know, everything's like $5, $6, $7 more a box than it would be down there. You know, because of that. So,
well, these SSTs, I mean, they're the same bullet that I shoot out of my muzzleloader, and it's same feet per second that I've chronoed with this gun. And well, actually, my muzzleloader is shooting faster. And I'll shoot them from straight. Last year I shot one straight on, took it through the center, and the bullet I found it was in the back of the hide in its rump. And when I skinned the deer out, the bullet just dropped right there, and it was all still hold. I mean, it was all together, and I've never had a problem with them in my muzzleloader.
well, that's pretty cool because, like, I shot them out of a 60-inch 308 AR, and they 60-inch 308 AR it went into a den just completely went apart and the deer ran off and I never found it. All I found was hair. I didn't even find any blood. So for 300-400 yards.
What was the angle when you shot the deer?
Broadside. My shoulder. Of course, then again, I've used
with that
55
being
grain.
said, I do have a couple of topics here. We'll start with this one. I'm going to screen share this. Hang on 1 second here. All right. So I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but first anti-gun legislator is now being put up for the ATF director. So apparently it looks like he is being put up here to go for that particular position. The William Barr was the Attorney General. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I think it's absolutely and entirely atrocious. The director of any of these organizations or government organizations entirely should not have their own agendas. They should not have their own agendas. It's just like a judge, in my opinion, having their own agenda. If you're going to be a director of some agency and have your own opinions that creates a conflict of interest, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that exactly. And it just sounds like it's going to be leading to more ATF decisions on our gun rights, just like they let the ATF decide on the bump stock, So if that's the case, then, it's going to put a much tighter grip on gun control and everything else.
Well, that's the thing. If he was to get in, for example, then it's going to be nothing but a possibility of him just writing whatever laws he wants to write and giving them to Trump to sign off on.
Well, that's what I was going to reiterate there. The ATF, the FDA, they can write their own rules, and the president don't even have to sign off on it. They write the rules, and that's their rules. So you took Congress out of the whole legal system.
Exactly. I mean, we saw that with the bump stock ban. Was first the ATF declared it illegal a long time ago. Now they declared it illegal, all with the stroke of a pen, with no authority from Congress, with no, with only the encouragement of the president and the NRA. And this is no surprise. I mean, I highly believe on gun control. Trump is a closet liberal, and I'm going to lose subscribers for that, and I don't really care because the word has to get out. I just, Trump the chump, and he's on gun rights. Not good. But if you go around the Constitution to that actually less accurate and probably less lethal in that case, you're going to go around the Constitution for sign red flags. He'll probably sign an assault weapons ban, and all the while talking to the NRA, your gun rights are no longer, under threat, like he said. So, I will not vote in the next election. Period.
I voted Libertarian, so I didn't vote for him to begin with. But I mean, he was definitely a better choice over Hillary. Come down to the two anyway. But
yeah, that I totally agree with. Better choice than Hillary. But I was, I have other issues besides gun control, and but he hasn't. The Republicans didn't on a single conservative issue when they had houses. They didn't fix the budget. They didn't stop immigration. They didn't really do anything with healthcare. Yeah, they got the individual mandate like messed up or whatever. But yeah, they didn't really do anything the Republicans they were going to do. They just didn't pass the Protection Act or National Concealed Carry or anything that was, so we have been partying there's the two faces. It's the party of let's keep ourselves in power. That's basically all it is.
Kingpin, what's your thoughts?
I have a problem with big government, regardless of who's at the top, and just adding more and more government on top of more government is never going to be good. So whether or not it's pro 2A or anti 2A, just adding more government on top of government's never going to be good.
Yeah, and I believe it was Thomas Jefferson that said, "Bad government comes from too much government." And right now, because we have such a bad government, you know why? Because we have way too much government.
Yeah, it's sad. Trump said he was going to drain the swamp, and he's filling it with more people from the swamp.
Well, Trump was a old school Democrat before he decided to run for president, and seeing as how Hillary already took the Democratic slot, he had to then turn to Republican in order to run. So, I mean, that's the only thing that makes him a Republican at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's quite the possibility there. Gary, what's your thoughts, man?
Oh, my thoughts on it are that basically, with a guy like that in charge of the ATF, who basically makes their own rules now, Trump doesn't have to take the heat from the decisions the ATF makes because he's got somebody in place that can make them for him. He could just say, "Hey, it's not my decision. ATF made that decision." So he's putting the right people in place to make the decisions he doesn't want to take the heat for. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I mean, he's got enough heat as it is right now. He's fighting back and forth with everyone, trying to fight against these allegations and trying to fight against being kicked out of office. So
yeah, because he's running for president again. Let's not forget.
Yep. Definitely up against a lot. And talking of running for president, Kamala Harris says she will take executive action if she is president. When it comes to gun control, she will take executive action. So she's going to abuse her powers right off the bat.
Oh yeah, and she wants to ban the import of all AR-15s.
Yeah, even prior to being elected, she is declaring that she's going to violate the Constitution. Period. It absolutely amazes me that people will take her and consider her as a serious candidate.
Yeah, it's beyond me. It's fucking crazy. I do want to give a quick shout out to someone who jumped in the side chat real quick before we continue. We have your heart fixer out there. Good old Jim. Good to see you out there, man. But as you're saying, Alan, sorry.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. I will say what Hornet Fixer said. Fuck that cunt. She does not have any place at all in the government. She's literally declaring that she's going to violate the Constitution. That is your job, to uphold that Constitution, not straight up tell everybody I'm going to violate it because this is what I think.
My thing is how is she even still up to be a candidate when she's already saying that she's going to take an executive action and bypass the people?
Because nobody cares about the law except for us. We're the only idiots on the planet or in the country that care about the law. None of the politicians do. None of the state representatives. Name anyone that you want, and not one of them cares about law, rules, regulations, or the right thing. We're the only ones that care about that stuff.
Exactly. It's the problem is us, the people. Like, we have let so many bad ideas permeate our society without fighting back hard, without a media voice to really fight back hard. And so we have schools that educate educate people to liberals, and so they grow up thinking that liberalism is better, and that the Second Amendment means the militia, not the military, and not the people. And even though you can read right there what it means, and it's crazy. We have let these ideas permeate our society, and the problem is technically speaking, on a number scale, we're in the minority, and I don't think a lot of people want to believe that, but we are. And so, here in Alaska, I can walk around and find 10 people who 6 of them have guns on but in New York or California, or they're all just thinking the guns are scary and bad, and if you magically take them away, they'll be fine with it, and the government won't come kill you. I put out a meme today on my Facebook page. It had a picture of the Nazis shooting Polish people, lining them up, and it just said, if you ban guns, it switches. It won't take away mass shootings. It just switches the perpetrators from insane criminals to government agents. So,
and that's pretty much it. I mean, again, you guys know where I'm from, and we don't have guns. We got ours taken away a long time ago, and we pretty much went back to barbarian status. We use knives, we use beer bottles, we use glasses, we use whatever the hell we have to use to defend ourselves. And even put limits on that. It's fucked up. Taking away guns solves nothing.
Right. And now, because Switzerland magically wants to be part of the EU, they're now getting all their guns taken away. They just voted it, a few weeks ago, talking about if 64% of Switzerland voted for strict, tight gun control and gun confiscation because they wanted to be part of the EU, and the EU regulations say that they cannot have citizen gun owners.
Well, what's the fastest way to get rid of them? You join an organization like that, and it's automatically as mass taken away.
So the only thing I foresee over in Switzerland in the near future is a rise in crime rates and murders.
the mention of the regulations, Belgium, our country. Yeah, when the Brexit happened, I mean, all the memes saying, we're going to throw a foreign power they didn't elect. Exactly. It's just the tyranny of the EU itself. It's just a new world.
So Firearms 101 makes a good comment out there. Problem is that we accept a half-ass oath swear to uphold the Constitution, and we vote these guys in the office. Is there anything that you guys think that we can do in order to get these people out of office without just saying vote someone else in? What are some of the other steps that we can take to get this going the way it's supposed to go and get ourselves out of a big fucking hole? Jamie, go ahead, brother.
You got to understand what everybody's been saying here tonight is people don't pay attention to the Constitution. They don't pay attention to the laws. We're the only ones that do. You got to understand the way politics in this country works. When I was coming of age, I read a book written by Tip O'Neill. Who remembers that name? Anybody? Daniel? It was called Man of the House. And you've got to understand that all politics is local. When a politician, and once he's elected, he is a politician. He may be a doctor, lawyer, whatever, but once he gets elected, his job is not to defend the Constitution. His job is not to obey the laws. It's to get reelected. Half the time he's got to do what the party line tells him to do. The other half of the time he's got to do what his constituents want him to do, so he'll be reelected to that office. So if you want to change the way things work in Washington, D.C., and what we're fussing about tonight, you've got to establish term limits. You've got to make the politicians have to be servants of the people. And as long as there's no term limits, they're not servants of the people. They're professional politicians.
and that's one why I support state. But we only have 86 or to go.
Hey Chuck, I don't know if you can do something with your bandwidth or not, there, brother, but you're cutting up bad.
And let me say something about what what Alaskan said, brother. I thought I respect you, and I think a lot of what you just said on here. But under no circumstances will I ever admit that I will not vote in a presidential election. If everybody did not vote for Donald Trump, they decided, well, these two candidates suck, I'm not going to vote for either one of them. Well, that's unacceptable in my view, and I think it should be with everybody, because if we didn't vote, then Hillary would have got in. But I also understand, look at it another way. What would harm the country if we didn't even have a president? What does the president really do? I mean, seriously. When the government was shut down, did anybody notice? I mean, there was people on military bases that weren't getting their paycheck. And I hate that. The TSA people were not getting paid, and I hate that. But other than that, you know, we've got too much government, which is what everybody on this panel has already said tonight. So term limits is the answer, I think, Scotsman.
Now, let me be clear. I didn't say I'm not voting, but like, I am definitely going to look at the Libertarian candidate and see, you know, are they pro-gun, are they pro-life, are they the things I want them to be? Because if they are those things, I'd rather vote for somebody than against somebody. Is my connection better now? When outside?
Yeah, much better.
And my point is not to argue with you, because we're both saying the same thing. I'm sick and tired of being a tax-paying American citizen that when I go to the polls to vote, I have to choose the lesser of two evils. Give me somebody that I can vote for and that I can stand behind that's got the same values I do.
Well, the thing also with voting is it takes more than just one cycle of votes. You know, the next November when it comes up, it's more than just that. If John Smith says, I promise that I'll pave your road, and then you elect him and he doesn't, we have to have it in our hearts that he's gone. No matter what. I don't care. You broke your promises. You didn't do what you wanted to do. You became a professional politician. You're out. The problem with that is, like Jamie was just saying, the next candidate that comes along may give us a nice punch in the nose, and we may have a hard ride waiting for them to get out. But if we continually hold these people accountable, if you say you're going to pave my driveway and my driveway is not paved, you're out.
Amen. That's exactly what I'm saying, and that's why I won't vote for Trump. It's because he said he's going to protect our Second Amendment rights. He went around the Constitution to not do that, and he's for the red flag laws, which is the worst travesty of we could have. And that's why I said I will not vote for him. I will look at the Libertarian candidate. Hey, Crazy Scotsman, I might vote you in. All right, so I might. You better work on that campaign. So I might just write you in.
I might have to work on my beard, brother.
Oh no, you mean to be? It's like a Civil War bearded president. You'd be like a Civil War bearded president.
Well, obviously, you don't have to be born in this country to become president. You just, yeah.
I could tell you, I would fire everyone day one. You want to clean the swamp? It's simple. Fucking fire them all.
Yeah, the government needs a drastic downsizing, that's for sure. But, you know, to get on to Jamie's point is you hear a lot of the people out there going, well, if you don't vote for either candidate, it's a wasted vote. Well, no vote is ever a wasted vote. That's the stereotype that we need to get away from, because the two-party system is a huge joke. And in order for a third party to get into the debates and into the election properly, they need to get 5% of the vote on any given election. So, like I said, no vote is ever a wasted vote. So if the Libertarian that ran in 2016 or 15 or whatever it was would have got 5% of the vote, then we would have a Libertarian able to join the debates. So then we'd have a three-party system at this next election. So people would have more choices to actually pick their president.
Well, that's it. I mean, coming from someone that can't vote currently, you know, during that time frame when the election was going on, I had all these people coming into the store and bitching and whining. Well, I'm not going to vote. Well, if you're not going to vote, you're not going to take, number one, you're not taking part in your civil liberty duties. Number two, you have no right to fucking bitch. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to pick. Sometimes, unfortunately, you do have to pick lesser to evils. Now, when it comes to Trump, for example, there's certain things I like about him. There's certain things I don't like about him. And I think he's done an excellent job when it comes to creating jobs and building the infrastructure a little bit better. But he is definitely slacking when it comes to the Second Amendment. I absolutely 100% agree there. However, if I was able to vote, I'd probably still vote him back in again because he's still doing a better job than anyone else has done in the past 10, 20 years.
Well, and talking about like the Civil War or the next revolution to come up, the first thing that most people pop in their brains is it's going to be an armed conflict. Well, I think that our system is set up that we can have that revolution without anybody getting hurt. Because do just like everybody here is saying, stand up, let your voice be heard, and push back against tyranny and corruption. Don't accept it, and when you find it, flush it out. However, you've got to legally flush it out. Then we won't have to pick up our guns.
And
Exactly.
let me remind everybody that your government still wants you to believe that the Civil War was fought over slavery and Lee Harvey Oswald killed Kennedy by himself. Think about that.
Hey, the War of Northern Aggression was not fought over slavery.
If you guys don't think the Civil War hasn't started yet, you need to think about it again. What we've been told about Ruby Ridge and Waco was all just what was put out by the media. But now the investigations have gone through, and it shows where the government has lost a lot of evidence. A lot of evidence disappeared. Why would Secretary of Defense who committed suicide, who was ahead of that whole Waco deal at the time. Right after he committed suicide, there were files in his office. Why were those files sent to the First Lady's office to go through? Not the FBI, not Congress, but a civilian whose husband happened to be president at the time, who was able to get rid of a lot of things. We all know what happened on Ruby Ridge. At least I hope you do. And in both cases, all the charges that were brought up in both incidences, whether it was Waco or Ruby Ridge, all that stuff was thrown out and the people were found innocent. Now they turned around and got them for lesser charges after the fact of violations they did for defending themselves. But I mean, those shots have been fired. Our media has been taken over. Our school systems have been taken over. They got rid of men in the homes to be the provider, to be the voice of authority, to where most of your homes now are broken homes where the government has taken over as being the provider of an income. If you don't think the Civil War is already here, you need to wake up.
And see, that wasn't done by accident either, because I agree right there. The first attack in the social justice war that we're under was against daddy. When they were able to disregard and discount father in the house and the man of the house, they went after the man of the house first. And that's why we're all where we're at now, is because we sat back and let the man of the house be taken out. And that's what we need to get back first, is get the man back in the house, and then things will start getting back in order.
Absolutely. We had another person join us, Warsaw Patriot. You haven't been on in a while, brother. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, man. Just been busy with work and everything what's going on politically with our system and our law enforcement and all that, dude. It's ridiculous and crazy. I've been listening and I've been watching, and it's shocking. That's all I have to say for it.
All right. And we have been joined by my good brother, Mr. Hornet Fixer. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you all doing?
Doing pretty good.
That just doesn't do it justice. That just doesn't do it justice. This is your Hornet Fixer.
Shut the fuck up. See, this is why I like that guy right there. See, that's.
Hey, speak up. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta bring my microphone. Sorry, I had my microphone way the fuck over there. No, I was watching. I've been watching. I took a break from Indy 500, NASCAR, etc. The whole American thing for this Sunday, and I wanted to watch today's podcast or however whatever the video cast. I apologize if I don't call it what it is, because I was loading music onto my iPod. While I was listening, I got Rush, I got Ozzy, I got a little bit of Black Sabbath, some Stone Temple Pilots, some Iron Maiden. But hey, look, well, it's America, and this is Memorial Day, and this is what I listened to when I was deployed and I was out there and everything. And just saying, I'm not getting the whole hoorah fucking whatever. I was like, when my iTunes dumped on my old computer, I lost a lot of music, so I have to reload it, and I've got a lot of CDs over the years. So anyway, I just wanted to come in. I wanted to say hello to everybody. Enjoy the discussion you all are having. I asked Scotsman if I could be a part of it, and it was awesome that he said yes. So thank you all for having me.
Absolutely, man. You're more than welcome anytime.
And may I thank you for your service, sir?
No, please don't. No, and no offense. Don't thank me for my service. Thank everyone that came before me that didn't make it home. Please. That's what Memorial Day is all about. Please. As I said in my Sunday chat this morning, it's for everyone who didn't make it. I made 7 deployments in the Navy, 5 on a ship, 2 on land, land or whatever deployments that were 6 months or more, not the workups going to or anything else. I lost 28 shipmates, 28 on peacetime deployments, Cold War, whatever you want to call it. 28 deployments, I lost, or 7 deployments, I lost 28 people, and I can't get them back. One of those 28 was in my squadron. The assholes in Naples, Florida, mugged him, tortured him, and left him, just dumped him in the bay to be found a week later after we pulled out. So, yeah, this Memorial Day will always ring true to me. So, please, and again, I'm not knocking anyone. For service. Remember, Armed Forces Day is on the 18th of May. That's everybody who's active. Memorial Day is tomorrow, the 27th. The Monday, the last Monday of May. Those who fought and those who didn't come back. And Veterans Day is for those who served and came back. So please just remember that. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't mean to take it over. I'm
you're good. I put
It's
it out
all
in the
good, man.
too. If you can, go visit a memorial, go to a military graveyard and pay your respects. You don't have to know the person, just pay your respects. They fought for you and they died for you. So, pay some respect to them.
Well, yes, and again, thank you, everybody. And the comments tonight and the topic tonight was awesome. I didn't mean to interrupt it, and I'm sorry if I did. Keep going, please, with what you guys were talking about. I was enthralled. I was listening, and I was having a good time. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. What's your thoughts on that subject?
On Which one? You guys have talked about a lot of stuff tonight.
You can fire off on anyone you want, brother.
Oh, you guys come at me, please, or
we were
ask
just
me.
talking about how we got that one stupid cunt that wants to come in and is already talking executive actions before she's even in office.
Oh, you must be talking about Kamala.
Yes.
The non-African American.
Sounds like
I'm sorry.
Totally,
I have nothing for her. One, she slept her way to the top. Two, she's not an African American as she claims to be. She's Indian/Jamaican, and both, as I stated in my Sunday chat this morning, both of her parents were not American citizens when she was born in this country. So guess what? She was an anchor baby. Ta-da! Hey, it is what it is.
That's the facts. That's just the facts. I mean, if she really thinks she's gonna get somewhere, though, yeah, she's female. She's gonna get a lot of female votes just for being female. But is she really gonna get anywhere when she's already stating right out the gate, I'm gonna violate the Constitution?
Well, she will on that side of the board. There's no doubt in my mind. But as far as the rest of the country goes, and not just right, but even down the middle, the independents, whatever, however you want to label Americans, she's not going to win. There's just no way. Now, if Biden calls her his vice presidential candidate, that could make it a little bit interesting for the race. I'm not saying they will win. I'm just saying it will make it very interesting.
Now, Biden will never take her as a vice president because she's too old for him.
What? Oh yes!
You almost made me spit my beer out.
I'm glad I wasn't taking a drink right then.
That's perfect because that relates to a question in the side chat. Scott Anderson's asking, how did she get to where she's at? Is she sleeping around?
Oh yeah, she slept her way all the way to the top. We all know that. That's a fact. I mean, come on. And now, Daniel, I have to give Daniel props. I swear to God, dude, I am glad I wasn't taking a drink right then. It went all over the screen, the microphone, the camera, everything, just everywhere.
He's good at that.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I've been practicing my Biden impressions.
Hey, is that you got to put your hands on my hips? Is that what it is? See, and I see you're wearing a love and memory of Ed USAF. Thank you so very much, sir. Very much.
It is a very nice T-shirt.
Oh, and who is that?
That's Gorillas and Guns.
Gorillas. Oh my God, Gorillas. Thank you everybody. Thank you so very much, Ed. I get a little choked up. I apologize. Ed was a dear friend of all of ours, I would say, and I know. Scotsman got to meet Ed, right? Was Ed there at the last when you were there, sir?
Unfortunately, not.
No.
We kept talking about getting together, but we could just never get it to merge.
Well, see, and that goes to Shootapalooza, where it's a drunken haze, and I don't remember shit.
Yeah, we talked about getting together at his place as well. I'd drive up there, but we could just never get it to merge together. The time off and stuff.
Well, and again, I know, like you guys are wearing the shirts, and I know that Scotsman is right there, and Ed would talk to Scotsman and everybody, and I'm sure all of you guys. Ed was a huge follower and friend. I miss Ed something fierce. I'm not gonna lie. I talk to Jules almost every day, from Guam right now, but she's back in the States, so she's been busy. Hopefully we can get together up in Minnesota in the fall. Hopefully, I'm trying like hell to save money and save vacation to get up there. But you guys all know that Ed loved all of you guys like brothers, especially everybody who helped out and who took care of everything that we need, that we as a family take care of. So thank you everybody so much.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said at the beginning of the chat, I don't know if you were there at the beginning, but I'm thinking about Ed a lot this weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I got caught up. I was taking the dog outside. I'm not gonna lie. I was outside walking Tilly, and I actually took her for a walk up and to the mailbox and got something, and came back. I'm straight up honest. Look, this is me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Matt, guys, I gotta run. I'm sorry. Fiance's here, and we gotta make some wedding plans. So, anyway, you know how that's going. So, yeah, she's running the life already. You know how that works. So,
I told you, man, it's all downhill.
Okay.
Nah, she's actually waiting patiently. She hasn't said anything at all. So,
this is how it
and
goes.
she's looking pretty hot. So,
but she's thinking it.
But she's hotter than all of y'all combined. So,
well, yeah,
hopefully,
a snail's hotter than I am. Shit.
Alaska, hopefully she will show up in more of your videos because she's by far easier to look at than you are.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. She's mostly behind the camera these days, and so I'm trying to get her in front of the camera some more. So
I can tell you a whole lot more views on the chat. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I gotta get more views. Just put in a bikini right there on the thumbnail, So, anyway, y'all have a good one. Thanks for letting me back on and voicing my forceful libertarian opinions. So, God bless you.
No.
Thanks a lot to you, brother.
All right, see ya.
See ya, buddy.
Okay, just a minute. Okay, is he gone?
Yeah.
All right. Listen, all you single guys, the next time you feel like you want to get married, find a bitch you can't stand and buy her a house. You'll be a lot better off.
Oh my god!
It's cheaper that way.
Oh, really? Well, hey, I got to tell you, I have 2 exes, and yeah,
and it hurts a lot less.
It's sort of like me going to the casino. I just open up the door, throw all my money in, and say thank you very much, and walk away.
And walk the fuck away. Yes, very much so. Yes. But at least you don't have to watch your ex drive by in a $60,000 BMW every Sunday morning. So yeah.
Everybody has already heard of that new Barbie doll box set that's coming out. Right?
Yeah.
It's called Barbie. Yeah, it comes with Barbie and all of Ken's stuff.
And all of Ken's shit, yeah.
How is your house search going there, Jan?
Absolutely horrible. I haven't been able to come up with a proper residence for all the amount of people that live in my bachelor pad, or what was bachelor pad. But there's not a noose on my finger, I'll tell you that much.
So if you're not sure what's going on, Jim, pretty much what Jamie just said is happening right over here.
No, really? Because he said he doesn't have a noose on his finger. So I'm like, okay, either lying or she's standing right next to him. So I don't know which one's going on.
I don't know. It sounds to me like someone needs to find that jar she's hiding them in and
right. Because Alan's standing over there like,
Well, what I've learned over the years,
last few videos he's made, she's been standing right there in the corner.
Right.
they have a special pocket in their purse for those. you know.
Right? Yeah. That's why I have 2 ex-wives. I don't fucking want a third. Thank you very much.
I resemble that statement. That's a
I guess I'm just a lucky guy. I've been with my wife now for 23 years.
Oh, look! I was my first wife. I was with my first wife for 15 years, 3/4 of my military career, and I would say bless her heart, but I don't mean it. I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. Things happen. They do what they do, and people are who they are. But my thing is this: don't get greedy. Oh my God, don't get greedy. That's the whole thing, you know.
Well, that's it, man. Some of you guys know. I don't know if you all know, but I was married once. And not too long after we got married, the first words out of her mouth were, "You're my investment." Next words out of my mouth was, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, well, yeah. I got to be honest with you, if I marry a woman, she says you're my investment, I'm gonna punch that bitch in the mouth. Just saying. Just saying.
Not to.
I'm just saying.
You got to remember, I'm not from here, so I had to be careful what I do.
Well, I do. Okay, I'll give you that part. I'll give you that.
If I punched her in the face, I probably would have been deported.
Well, hey, I probably would have too, and I'm from here, so I'm just saying.
Yes, Milsert Mike, someone did, and she was anyway.
Right?
She was nothing but a straight cunt, put it that way.
Who's Vanessa Kitty? I'm trying to read the comments as they go, but it's flipping pretty quick. I gotta scroll back. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop the whole chat.
You're good, dude. You're good.
I just don't know this person. That's why.
Oh, you'll love Miss Kitty, man. She's the bomb.
She's a 44 mag fan, so
really?
she's in my book.
Yeah, she hasn't made a video yet, but she's got a few hundred subs.
So I have a 44 mag. I'm going to take to the range here real soon. That showed up at my house, a Smith & Wesson Model 29-1. Yes.
Ooh, I absolutely fucking hate you.
Yes, it's stainless, and thank you very much. And it's pretty. It's pretty. It's real pretty.
The absolute crown royal jewels of Smith & Wesson Model 29s.
Wait a minute, which one?
So Ornifix, sir, what he's saying is you've got his royal jewels.
Well, no. How about no? How about no?
Wow. No.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. See, I'm in agreement with Scott.
Is the most desired of the 29s. They only made there's an estimation out there. They don't know for sure. Between 300 and 500 is the actual estimate.
On the 29 ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I got it right here. I just gotta look it up. Go ahead.
I did hold one a year and a half ago, and the guy wanted $6,000 for it, which it's well worth it. I just didn't have $6,000.
Well, and again, that depends on which one it is. Now, the 29-1 and later variations, which are this 3-screw, it depends on if it was a modern or a classic.
It was a classic. It was an 8 3/8. They didn't make too many of those either.
Well, the classics were made after 1991, so it wasn't original. So that's what I don't understand about that one. But no, the 1901 originals were done until 1989. So again, mine is 1995. That's why I'm like, it's awesome, but it's not Dirty Harry awesome. And mine's in nickel, so hey, what can I say?
Oh, it's not blued?
No, it's nickel, which is, I got to say, it doesn't even have a cylinder ring on it. So I'm like, oh, I got wood. I'm
The
just
fact that you don't
saying.
have to throw in the ring, I can understand you getting wood.
I'm just saying.
If it was
And look,
wood, that would be a
anybody
lot better.
and everybody who knows me knows I'm a Smith & Wesson just absolute fanatic. Those are my guns. I own a shit ton of them. So hey.
Yep, you and me both, brother. You and me both. I got my lifetime membership.
Yeah. All right. Now see, and I owned guns from every maker, as far as pretty much, or have owned, I should say. Matter of fact, I have a GSG, which everybody, German sport guns, they're cheap, but I have an MP40 that should be on its way to me next week, a 9mm. Now, if you don't know what an MP40 is, you need to do your research.
I got one of those and a 22. I got the GSG 522. It's a cool ass little.
Oh no, that's a 6-hour. I have a 522. That's the 6-hour. This is the German which are German sport guns did it, but this is the German World War II submachine gun, the 9mm semi-automatic version, modern version, I should say, not a original. But to me, it's a piece of history. This is one of the early first submachine guns of World War II. So yeah, I know mine. I will again. Mine's semi-automatic. It's civilian owned. I don't have a class 3. I can't. Be straight up honest. I can't afford that shit right now. So yeah. Yes, that's the.
That's the GSG 522. It's actually made by GSG.
Yep.
Yep.
I have the full stock GSG 22 or 522. Excuse me. Oh, that's the MP22, MP 522.
Yeah, it just says GSG 522 on it. So
I have the I had an MP 522 without the actual shroud on it. I actually own the 6-hour 522, which is the 22 version of the 5.56. So yes. No, I had that. I actually had one of those, or something similar to that. The MP 522. Back in the day, that was about 10 years ago, and my dumbass traded that off. I still don't understand why I did that. I was dumb back then. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's a good subject too. I think we've all done that. So we'll start with Daniel. But Daniel, what gun did you trade that you wish you didn't trade?
Oh my God! Ooh, go ahead, Daniel. Let's hear you.
None. If I got rid of it, it was a piece of garbage. If I got it, if it was good, it's still in the safe.
Okay then. Excellent.
Okay.
Gizzard Gary, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What gun have you traded over the years that you wish you hadn't traded?
Well, that's kind of strong words. Wished I hadn't traded because I got a better gun out of the deal, but I took a bath when I did it. But guess I still wish I had my Burst of Thunder.
380.
Yeah. But I got a Glock 42 out of the deal. So.
Oh, you got screwed.
Oh, damn. Well, tell us how you really feel.
All right, Gorillas and Guns. What's your gun that you traded, man, that you wish you hadn't?
Well, seeing as how I'm too greedy, I haven't traded any of my guns. I refuse to sell. I refuse to trade. If I bought it, it's mine.
Oh, wow. Are you serious? 100%?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, wow. Hey, props up to you, buddy.
I take time in choosing the guns that I want to buy. That's why I won't trade them. I do research. I feel them. I hold them. I play with them. I love them. I rub them all over, and decide if I really want them or not, and then I keep them.
Hey, this is a PG show there, buddy.
It's all about rubbing all over them, so you got to watch. You'll get them going.
And no, there is nothing about this that's PG.
Well, thank you, Alan. Thank you very much.
Jamie, a gun that you traded, you wish you didn't.
Well, a friend of mine still has it, and I can get it back if I can come up with the money. But I had doctor bills and stuff, and I sold my Beretta PX4 Storm in 40 Smith and Wesson, and that was the only Beretta that I owned, and I wish I had it back. And hopefully, I will get it back soon.
That's a good gun, man. Yeah. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Kingpin.
I've never traded a gun, but I did make the mistake of selling an XL Arms 22 mag rifle that I had, and ended up buying it back about 2 months later. The guy I sold it to needed some money, but I'm like gorillas. All my stuff's my stuff. I'll never make that mistake again.
All right, good deal. Warsaw.
I would have to say one thing I did not regret getting rid of: an RAS 47 made by Sensory Arms. I'm sorry, but the gas block on that AK, nah. I'm sorry, it does not look AK to me.
All right. What about one that you regret getting rid of?
None.
Okay. All right. What about you, Alan? And we got amateur.
There is one particular gun that I did trade, but I didn't trade it for another gun. I did end up trading a Smith and Wesson SW99, and absolutely loved it. It was in 40 cal. I did trade that off and did end up regretting it still to this day for a beat up, fucked up Toyota pickup truck that got me back and forth to work. So I needed transport for work, and I ended up having to trade my SW99 in order to get it.
Mine would be a Ruger Blackhawk in 44 mag. I unfortunately at the time I wanted to get something different, and was still kind of in the early phase of learning all the values of my firearms, and didn't realize what I was doing at that point, and I fucked up. And
yeah, that's a nice one. We'll talk.
I wish I still had that gun, dude. That was an awesome firearm. The flame I would get out of that bad boy was over 3 feet.
Yeah, we'll talk, man. We'll talk.
All right, we will talk. I will tell you this though, and I still have to send it out, and I'm really sorry that I have not done so yet. But the Model 19 is still sitting in my safe from the giveaway last year. Things have just been nuts in my going on with work and stuff with me, so it's been crazy. But I am gonna get that shipped out here probably in the next month.
Wow.
But that Model 19. I tell you that thing right there is a piece of history, and the lucky winner will be loving that firearm when it gets to him. So,
wow, holy shit!
Yeah, man, it's been
it's been a minute, brother.
It's been a lot, dude. Shit, man, I ain't got time on this chat to go through all the bullshit I've had to deal with.
Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right, we talked about gun we got rid of. Let's talk about a giveaway that we wish we would have won, but we didn't. That's the one.
Oh, there's just way too many about it.
Well, I don't really have one of those. I do have a giveaway that I entered that I did win, and that was for the C-Max rifle that came via Coda Boy 32. It was a rifle that he built from the receiver up. It was put together entirely by him, and it went to where it needed to go.
It is sitting right here.
Well, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
And it has a very nice optic Zeiss. I wanted to do this gun justice. So it has a Zeiss optic on there, and yeah, this thing's still rocking out. I've still not cleaned it since I got it. And I've had 0 malfunctions.
Well, you're just pushing your luck there, pal.
I couldn't tell you how many thousands of rounds that Coda Boy put through it before I got it.
Well, and that's what I'm getting at, because I'm like, you got to clean that sooner or later.
Yeah,
it's not an AK.
I'm going to.
Did you see that? Did you see that gun Coda did that review on a couple of days ago, where he kept on shooting it and it was smoking. I mean, the smoke was just rolling off. Clean that gun.
I'm gonna clean it, dude. I've actually got a bunch of guns I gotta clean. I got handguns sitting over here and other guns over here I gotta clean. So I gotta go clean free.
See, now you sound like me. I got the snack bar's full.
Yeah, it hurts. I would turn the camera around, but
I know, right?
Yeah, the girlfriend already knows if she sees me pull out a particular ammo can, and that's my cleaning kit. She sees me pull out that ammo can, she tells everybody, just leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Just leave him alone. Yeah, I got to be honest. Tomorrow, I'm just Monday. I'm just going to be out in the snack bar going, "Yep, got to clean. So yeah, I've got a bunch I got to take care of tomorrow. So actually, I'm hoping to get those done early and go to the range tomorrow afternoon. To be honest with you, I got some 300 blackout I need to shoot.
Yeah, I'll be in my backyard popping off some rounds tomorrow. I got a new target stand that Gil actually sent me, so I got to put that together and give it a test run.
Oh, good! I can't wait to see that, dude.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta get a hold of Gil too. I gotta see how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. He said he sent me a text the other day, and he actually sent this thing so I would have it for the weekend. So. And he actually made a new piece because it was a bunch of leftover parts that he had. So he made a new horizontal piece that would all out of AR 500 steel. So that would be bulletproof as well. So that way I'm not just dinging through it, because I miss the target sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. It's probably been 4 or 5 months since I talked to him. I need to get a hold of him. I got so many people I talk to on here. It's not even funny, and I always forget to text this person or text that person, and then someone says something about them later down the road. It's like, oh shit, Yeah.
So, Alan, we're doing a gun check tonight.
What?
Well, I don't see why not. I mean, me personally, I just got the everyday carry, the Urban Gray P07. It's still in the waistband. I don't know why I need to change anything out as of yet, but we're doing a gun check. Hornet Fixer, you got anything else near you?
This. That is the MP45 full size, Gen 1.
How do you like that?
It's on my desk every time I'm sitting here, or the Mossberg 500 Persuader right there. I'm not going to pull it out for you guys. It's right there, literally. So yeah, 45 there, and then I don't carry it home because I have a gun in every room. Not gonna lie. So I don't feel the need to carry on my body, because I know where every room in my house, I know where a weapon is. So plain and simple. Gunwald 1 joins the crowd here. Welcome, sir. My
Late
buddy.
to the party, but I'm here.
That's all right, man. We're glad to have you. How you doing, brother?
Good, good. Enjoying the weekend. Yeah. My gun checks the M&P 40.
Yes. See, this is a man after my own heart.
There you go. Good deal. I'll go next. It's just going to be the old Model 60. Yes, it is loaded. Yes, it is safe.
Oh, Model 60. See, I knew I liked you for some reason.
Jamie, do you have some type of blued, beautiful device near you?
No, stainless.
My blued 586 is on the shelf right over there, but on my left hand, I have the Smith & Wesson Shield and 40 caliber, and on my right hand, I have the CZ75 BD.
Oh, very nice, sir. I love
You're
your
rocking it
options.
tonight, brother.
Yes,
Hell
I
yeah.
love those options very much so. Yes.
And the Mauser I won on the giveaway is right over there, and the 586 with no dash is right up there on the shelf.
Oh, see, you and I need to talk then.
I'm not hard to find, brother. I ain't hiding from nobody.
I ain't hiding from nobody. I love that. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Hey now.
So, Mr. Banana Breath, do you have a firearm near you?
Oh, well, I have about 7 firearms near me. Y'all seen the GSG 522? I got this Smith & Wesson Model 64 right here.
Oh, my God.
Also got the PAK9. What else do I got? Something else Hornet Fixer might like a little bit.
Oh, well, you got me at 64 over there earlier.
All right, and SKS Yugo.
There you go. All right.
I got a Norenko back there too, and Henry Golden Boy, and a Taurus Model 66.
Oh, see, very nice, very nice. All of them, very nice.
Very, very, very. Gizzard, do you happen to have a firearm near you, sir?
2 or 3. I was going to shoot one in my pocket, but I didn't want to catch too much shit from Scotsman, so I went and got something a little bit bigger and better. So,
well, hey, you know what? Fuck Scotsman. What do you have?
In my pocket?
Yeah, come on.
Well,
stick your Glock.
Here's what I carry with me. A Glock 42.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
But we can upgrade to Mr. 1911 if you like.
There we go.
That's fine. That's fine.
Or we can go old school to the Star BM if you like.
Wow, that is old school, sir.
Yeah.
I like the
pretty too. That's just a few. I got some out, so I wouldn't catch too much Glock hate. You know how it is.
He said Glock hate. Hey, now I will tell you this on the Glock hate. No, I actually, there is 2 Glocks in my house somewhere that are in different rooms. Thank you very much. So there you go.
All right. Well, thank you for
42.
doing that, sir. We don't want Glocks mating and creating more.
Come on.
Look,
I'm a Smith & Wesson guy, and I still own Glocks. Give me a break. Come on.
This is the only thing Glock I own.
Oh, my God. See, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
Kingpin, what you got?
Okay, let's see. First, we'll go, since it's kind of popular tonight, once my camera comes on, we'll go with the M&P 40.
There you go.
And then we'll go with the CZ75 PO1.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
Very happy to have both of them.
Very nice indeed. Warsaw, what you got, brother?
All right, at the moment, I don't have anything near me right now. Kind of tired, and I just got off work.
Gotcha. All good.
Daniel, did you want to whip out that Kunin for Vanessa Kitty or?
Oh, who? Wait a minute, who?
Yeah, she likes the Kunins.
Yeah.
She does a lot.
I don't have a Kunin.
Oh,
What's a Kunin?
wow. That's a fucking call.
What's a Kunin? I have no idea what that is.
We don't have Joey Cuz in here, so we can't show that. So
We already have one kind of on the border gay pirate on the chat, so we can't have two. That's pushing the
right?
boat.
No, that's pushing. Yes, that's pushing. Big Jeff, what does Big Jeff have?
What, my gun?
What? Hello.
Oh, the M&P 40.
See, this is why we love Big Jeff Gun Wild One.
Hey, two.
Or two, or three, or four. Yes.
Oh, well.
The only reason I like Jeff is his ending to every video.
Yes.
And my Shield 9, the carry gun.
See, there it is. Jeff is awesome. See? And yes, Jeff's just ending to his videos are just completely awesome. Yes.
That's the only reason to watch him.
Well no. Oh, come on.
I get that from other people.
No, man, I'm just giving you crap, man. It's good. It is something to look forward to at the end, though.
I mean, am I the only one that fast forwards right to the end?
Well, no. Well, yeah, no, I didn't say that out loud.
I just did a screenshot of it and I put it in a constant loop.
Oh, is that what?
I'm just waiting on him to send the image to me. You know.
Oh my God.
He's got my email. I mean, come on, brother.
Screenshot, you can easily download it and just cut the
Yeah,
end off
right?
and
Just,
put it
yeah.
on a loop.
Oh, I would never cut the end off that.
I meant of the video.
The end's the best part.
The ending.
Oh my God.
The only part.
Hey, so if I may, to go back just a second, one gun that I got rid of, I wish I would not have ever traded in or sold or et cetera, was a Beretta 96 Vertec Enox. I had that for many, many years in the military, and then I got it. I was like, you know what? Smith Wessons are my thing. I want to get into them, and I sold it at a gun show, and I wish I would have never, ever, ever, ever sold it.
96 is a good one, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was. I got to be honest. I carried it on in uniform when I was on shore duty, and I got to be honest. I look back on it now, and I'm like, man, I wish I would have never sold that. Vertec Enox. Fuck, holy shit.
Jeff, what is one gun that you wish you'd never traded or sold?
I've only ever gotten rid of one gun, and I'm not sorry I got rid of it. And it was a 6-hour Mosquito.
All right, yeah, okay.
Biggest piece of shit 22 I've ever owned.
Yeah, I can understand that. I've sent many of those back for repair over the years.
Yeah, I don't even think they make them anymore.
Well, I got to be honest. The one thing I got rid of that I don't regret is the 6R P250 and 45. One of the originals. I didn't like it. It didn't feel good, in the hand, and I couldn't get just normal full metal jacket 45s to run through that thing. I sold that as fast as I could. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is much better than the 9.
That's kind of another roundabout topic there. What guns have you gotten rid of rather than traded? For me, there's one that stands out above them all, and that was a Glock 19.
Really?
I got rid of it because that thing was the worst jam-o-matic I've ever owned in my life.
Really?
Could not get through a magazine of any kind of ammunition. It could not cycle for nothing. I know how I've done a couple of videos on limp wristing. Everybody always says, "Oh, well, you were limp wristing it." No, I wasn't fucking limp wristing it. The thing would not run. And yeah, Glocks are supposedly known to run and run and run, but this particular one, I could not get through a magazine in it, so I sold that bitch as soon as I could.
See that's awesome. I say for you on that. My first Glock that I ever bought was a Glock 19 in 1996, right after the Clinton ban, I should say. And I got the massive 10-round magazines with it. And I've owned that weapon since 1996, and to this day, I've got I'd say 5,000 rounds to it, and without a hiccup or malfunction, and that surprised me that yours did that to you. Just goes to show, I guess, that every manufacturer and anything can screw up at any time.
Yeah, there's a lemon in every batch.
Oh yeah, and no doubt. Just like Smith and Wessons, there's always going to be a lemon. There's Sig Sauers, Glocks, Remington. It doesn't matter. You're going to have your lemons.
Over the years, all the time, you're going to get one in every 1,000. There's always going to be one.
And you will. Or one in every 10,000 for that matter. It doesn't matter.
Thought that gets it.
Yeah, and it sucks. And here's the thing: it sucks that he got that one in that batch because it soured him on those weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've only ever sold 2 other guns other than that Ruger that I traded, the Canik TP9 SA and the Beretta APX, and I don't regret either one because one went to a very good friend of mine. The other one, it was just my truck gun for when I was in Georgia, so it wasn't a big deal to me. And I got what I paid for it, so I wasn't.
Daniel.
How about you, Daniel?
Oh, first of all, I need to tell Midas something. Midas, they don't know you yet. Take it slow. Don't go through all of them in the first week, okay? He's talking about there's so many girls out there and they're all hot. And don't
What?
Montana.
Midas moved not too long ago. Midas, be careful, brother. Take your time. Take it easy.
Yeah. He might go through all 5 of them in 1 week.
Oh, okay. Where's he living so I can move there?
Montana.
Montana. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well,
I can't move there yet. It's still too cold up there.
Did he buy the oceanfront property out there?
No, it gets fucking cold in Montana. I'm just saying.
So, all right, Daniel, what else? What did you sold versus traded that you?
I thought it was what are you carrying?
Well, you can go back to that. That's fine.
Oh, did we miss you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I had to send my PO1 back to the factory because y'all know the issue. I had that, so I might be feeling a little inadequate right now and slumming it, and so I've got to carry my Colt Model 70 government.
Oh,
you're slumming it, man.
Oh, he's slumming, yeah. Oh, he's slumming carrying a Colt 1911. Oh, I'm so sorry for you.
Especially a Model 70, and you're slumming for sure.
What does MKIV mean?
Here we go.
I have. What does that mean? Also,
oh my God!
Thanks for coming all over, Daniel.
It means you're a jackass.
All right, Daniel. Just for that, I'm going to make another drink.
You have the 1911. What have you sold over the years, not traded, that you're either okay with or not okay with?
I sold my Kimber Pro Carry here last month because since Kimber's gone to that new style, it's like it's too hard to take apart to clean. So bye.
All right. Anything else?
No, nothing else.
All right, Gary.
Well, at the same time I sold that Burst of Thunder, I also unloaded a piece of shit Taurus Spectrum. Oh my god.
That is a piece of shit for sure.
Light primer strikes about 1 out of every 3 times. Would barely shoot a pencil out of the barrel. Junk. Don't buy one. Just don't. Just say no.
That's right. Just say no to Taurus.
Just say no.
Taurus,
Yes, twice.
I love that thing.
Their
Taurus
revolvers
Spectrum,
are and their revolvers are okay for good reason. They're based off of Smith and Wesson plans. So
I got the PT92, which is the clone of the Beretta 92.
yeah, the 92 version they do is actually not bad. I've only ever seen one over the years so far that actually had problems.
Yeah, I put over 6,000 rounds through it and never had an issue.
Yep.
Taurus has fell into some awful nice patents and blueprints and factories over the years.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I think Smith and Wesson was the first factory they bought.
Yeah.
But they never did the same kind of work, that's for sure. Not the same quality.
I'll tell you about one I did. I had a Taurus TCP and I got it on sale for like $199 and then traded it for a Ruger P95 and 45 ACP and paid $100 difference. So I got a Ruger 45 semi-auto all metal gun for $100 and a Taurus TCP, the little 380 pocket gun. Y'all remember those?
Yeah, I still have one.
I think I did all right on that deal. But I wound up selling that Ruger P95 for twice what I paid for it.
All right. We know Gorillas and Guns doesn't get rid of anything.
No, I don't get rid of anything, but the 2 guns my wife has, they're both Walther CCPs, and they are such a pain in the ass to clean, and they are so finicky. I'd like to get rid of those. Maybe get her something nicer, but she loves them too much, so I can't do that.
Get her a
And you know
shield.
what? If she loves them and she shoots them well, let her be, man. Let her be. Because the minute you get her something else and she doesn't like it, she's not going to want to shoot.
Yeah, that's right. I bought her one recently for her birthday. That's actually a cheetah print on the handle, and man, she really likes that. I just got to make her start cleaning them herself. Show her the pain that I go through.
Oh yeah, you got to teach her, man. If she's going to have it and carry it, she needs to know how to clean it.
There's Scotsman.
Yeah.
Have we heard from Kingpin or Warsaw on this one?
Yeah, I've only sold one gun, and like I said, the guy who I sold it to was pestering me about it for a long time, and he only ended up keeping it for about a month, maybe 2, I can't remember, and then sold it back to me. And I'm not into selling guns. If something happened, if I had to, if I had a bill that had to be paid, I'd make that sacrifice if I couldn't find that any other way. But if I have my way, I won't sell anything.
Okay, Warsaw.
Again, like I said, I sold an RAS 47. I did not care for it. It did not look like an AK to me, with that gas block. Not to mention, just it had a lot of bad issues with its reputation.
Anything else that you sold over the years, or just that one?
Just that one.
All right, so we're around that time. I don't know if you guys want to keep talking or not. I mean, I don't have to go to work, so if you guys want to keep talking, we can. It's up to you. I'm good for a little bit longer if you guys want to keep going.
Well, man, it's a holiday weekend.
Roll on, roll on.
You could tell that by the number of guns that came out during the gun check.
Especially silverback.
Right, and it
And
helped.
I only showed you half of them.
Look at all the people you got in the chat room. Hell yeah.
I mean, I already said I got guns over here. I got guns over here. I got guns here. I mean, shit, man. Yeah, I got a lot of cleaning to do.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about going to the range tomorrow. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
might
about
possibly
shooting
be doing
300
so.
blackout tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of how dirty my my guns are right now. It's pretty bad.
Well, you know what? You should be.
I mean, my M9A3 is literally almost black, and it's a FDE gun. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So he's like, oh yeah.
Hey, it still runs.
Well, yeah. So have you gone through your chat room? Have you said hi to everybody? Or I'm just saying, I don't know.
There's a few people that have jumped in. Trev jumped in. Christian Grass jumped in. Insight Freedom jumped in. Mad Sexy. Let's see. I usually leave this up to Alan. He keeps an eye on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alan is usually the guy who's on top of this. Yes.
I'm no good at this. It goes too damn quick for my eyes.
Tonight.
Let's see. Midas Welby's out there. Let's see. Rob Painless is out there. Blue Healer 260. They've been there since the beginning, I believe. Yeah, I think that's everyone that's jumped in so far. I might be wrong. If I miss someone, let me know. I try not to miss anyone.
So Scotsman Tread asked, were you going to possibly make our get-together shoot?
Yeah, we're gonna have to try and figure that out. The way my current work works, it's kind of screwed up on vacation time. I can only take a group of days together at one time, and that's it. And then the rest of them all have to be broken up.
Well, that sucks balls.
Yeah, so those group of days are pretty much set for going up to Eric's because Jules is going to be there, and I need to go see Jules. I think that's important.
I gotta be honest. I'm with you, brother. I would love to meet a whole bunch. I gotta be honest. I got a package from my buddy Big Jeff Gunrod One today. An awesome Wookie, and a Wookie coin, and a chief Navy chief coin. Thank you so very much, sir. I can't wait to meet Big Jeff in person. I can't meet to all you guys in person. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But I have to say this. I'm with Scotsman. I only get X amount of time, and I can only use it X amount of days with what I do for a living. And I'm trying to save up everything so I can go to Eric's in September to meet everybody for the reunion. I have to see Jules, especially after Ed passing. I have to be there for Jules. I'm sorry. There's nothing else. I have.
Yeah, to me, I would say it's an obligation, but it's not an obligation. It's just a must.
Yeah, I don't view it as an obligation. I'm with you on that. I have to hug Jules. I have to let her pull my goatee. I have to let her. That's just something that has to happen. That's just,
if she wants to pull on the beard,
and that's what it is.
Every woman that gets to pull on the beard.
She's got to do her thing, and if she's there, I have to let her do it. That's all there is to it.
You need to let it grow out longer, Jim.
Well, yeah, I had to trim it because I had to do a mask for work, and I told them, you know what, fuck you, I'm not shaving it any further. They go, well, you can't have it. I was like, why the fuck did I shave it then? So I'm like, I like having the whole goat thing. Where I have guys that guys walk by me at work when I have it long, and they're like, "Brr." I'm like, fuck off, fuck all the way off. So it's a fun thing, and a fun thing.
Another reason to go to that reunion is maybe the last time you see Jules, being she moved to Guam.
Right, and she's
that's it.
She's going to Guam and PayPal shut Eric and I down, so we can't raise funds for our friends anymore. So
yeah,
and that's
it's
again
a unique opportunity, and we have to take advantage of it.
And I will say this, Eric, on his one brew review, he took responsibility. I told him no. I took responsibility because it was my website that got that happening. And I'm not going to go into that right now. I take responsibility. I'm going to make it right in time. I can make it right. But look, what we do as a community, and I say we, and that means everybody listening to this, everybody who listens to the brew reviews, my channel is Big Jeff, Scotsman's, Jeff's, Allen's, everybody's channels. We as a community, we help each other, and that's, to me, that's what makes us special, and not special as a libtard fucking way, but as special as in a good way. We help people. We're helping Mr. Holster as soon as they release our shit. We're going to help Mr. Holster try to hopefully keep the roof over his head. We helped Ed's wife Jules get to Guam. We helped Jules bury Ed on Guam. We helped her get her house and everything else in order. We helped Mr. Holster keep a roof over his head. We helped Justin's final mission. We helped build cabins in Kentucky for wounded warriors. We helped get people with PTSD to get to Kentucky to get the help they need, and not just a person, their entire family. So that's what we as a community, all of us, all of you, everybody here, everybody who's listening, everybody who watches, all of us do. So
that's what we do. And I'll tell you this, I know you guys are having problems over there. I do have a plan in place. I'm kind of working out some of the kinks, but the weasel's going to work.
Well, we think, and again, I take full responsibility. I was told that the forums and my website would be totally different. They weren't, and again, it's on me because I didn't know the difference. I'm just saying, we thought everything would be what we considered on the up and up, what we considered. And again, in an innocent kind of way, I guess, on the up and up, and that we would be separated from anything else. And it didn't turn out that way. So all that money is still there. We're going to get it. Once they release it, we're going to get it to Mr. Holster. Please, I don't want anyone to think that we're trying to rip anybody or anything off. That's not what it is.
I don't think anyone in this community thinks that at all. I think most of the people understand that and what's going on. Mike, thank you, brother. I'll reach out to you and let you know what I have planned, and you can kind of let me know what you want to do. But I do have a plan in this little weasel brain of what I want to do to help out. I haven't said anything to him because that's how I operate. He won't fucking say, he won't accept it if I ask him. So he's just gonna.
Well, no, you just gotta throw it. Yeah, you just gotta throw it at him. Yes.
Yeah, he's just gotta fucking get it and deal with it, just like I did before. So he can just suck it up. You know, I'm the weasel for a reason. So I hold that title,
Really?
I hold that title proud.
See, I don't. I see. I've not heard that, so I evidently I'm behind the times there.
Yeah, he calls me the weasel
Oh, okay.
because I went behind his back and went ahead and did that whole shirt thing for him and helped him out.
But again, thank you everybody. Yes, Alan, thank you very much, sir. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
absolutely. I don't think anybody's actually giving you guys grief. We
No,
know
not
that,
at all. No.
PayPal and YouTube and Facebook, they're all pretty much managed by a bunch of libtards that are going to do everything they can to even stop people from helping each other.
Well, if I may, the PayPal thing wasn't a libtard thing. It was a Hornet Fixer thing. I'm not gonna lie. This is me. I will tell you how it is. I set up HornetFixer.com with the forums, so Facebook and we could be away from Facebook and all the liberal assholes. We could have our own place. But when my for lack of a better term, when my what's the word I'm looking for? The webmaster, if you will, set it up, unbeknownst to him, it all tied together in the liberals' minds, if for lack of any other term. So HornetFixer.com, whether the forums were separate or not, it was all one to them. So when PayPal looked at it and said, "Oh, hey, you're getting all these donations, and we're not getting our cut. So we're gonna fuck you, and we're gonna put you on hold, and we're gonna get our cut, and then we're gonna give you what's left, and that's what we're gonna see in 6 months." So that in 6 months, which I think Eric will be October, I will be November. We will see how much they let us have, and we will immediately, whenever they let us get a hold of that, we will send it to Mr. Holster. So, sorry, that's what I got, guys. I apologize to the thing, and like I said,
you need to quit apologizing.
Well,
you know, things happen, man. You didn't know it was going to happen. It's not your fault. So,
well,
you can say it is all day long. You didn't know it was going to happen. So just deal with it. It is what it is. Once we get past that, we can move on, and we can get them the money that's been raised so far.
Right.
You know.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I just for clarification, the HornetFixer.com will be shut down on July 1st. So Justin's Final Mission, hashtag Justin's Final Mission, hashtag be like Ed. Anything on those that will get forwarded to those charities, I'm shutting it down on July 1st because what has happened, and I just don't want it to happen anymore. So there you go.
Well, earlier in the chat, Scotsman, you asked if anybody had any recent acquisitions, and it's not really an acquisition, but I did receive a small envelope today from Galloway Precision.
Ooh.
I've done some Galloway parts before, but I had a little bit of an issue, and with this Ruger 9E. Where if you notice, you should have a striker indicator on the back of that there, and there's no striker indicator. Even though you've just seen me rack the slide, there's no striker indicator.
Yeah.
The striker indicator that comes from the factory is a plastic striker indicator that's held in with a roll pin. Just an itty bitty roll pin that's set in there, and it's a piece of plastic that's very similar to this, except this is the Galloway Precision one. This is stainless steel, and so I'm big giant whopping acquisition. I got a striker indicator replacement to go into this Ruger 9E, which is going to a first time carrying individual as soon as they can pay me for it.
So let me, if I may, ask you a question on the whole chamber indicator thing there. Why? No, I don't understand how. I thought all those came with that after a certain time period.
Well, the 9Es, unlike the Ruger SR9s, the SR9s actually had a chamber indicator that was on the top of the slide.
Yes,
There's a
very
flag
much. Yeah,
that stood up on it.
that's what I had.
Ruger came out with the when Ruger came out with the 9Es, this was just the economy model, so that they've got a little bit less cutting on the slide, and they don't have that indicator up there. Other than that, they're identical to the Ruger SR9s.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a little bit less machining work. They can save a little bit more money and sell these things for a little less than what the SR9s were selling for.
Okay,
But
so
the striker indicator is identical on the SR9s, and it's literally a plunger that comes out of there, but it's made of plastic instead of metal or some other durable material. So that particular thing, from just being used in fire and used in dry fire practice, it being held in with just a roll pin on this little tiny edge, it ends up snapping the end of that striker indicator.
Kingpin,
So,
have you had any issues? I see you have the SR9 there.
Yeah, this is the SR40, and it's the same setup as the SR9 with the striker fire and the plunger. And then it's got the little chamber indicator flag. Oh, where'd it go? Chamber indicator flag on the top.
Yeah.
And then the Security 9 doesn't have the chamber indicator, but it's got the slit in the barrel there, so you can look down inside and see the round inside. But I haven't had any issues with either one of them. And this was the first gun I ever bought. So, well, first handgun I ever bought anyway, and it's functioned perfectly.
Yeah, no, and I had a SR9C, and it had the chamber indicator on top of the slide, and it also had it out the back of the I should say the back of the slide. So I'm kind of wondering why they got away. Okay, you got rid of one, but not the other. I don't, or both in that sense.
Yeah, what this is actually the striker indicator.
Oh, okay.
So the chamber flag indicates that it's got one in the chamber.
Right. The chamber flag
but
is
the
on top
striker
of the
indicator
slide.
shows you where that striker is at.
Okay.
Now, I've had an SR9 before that I ended up with the same problem where that striker indicator ended up snapping at the roll pin.
Oh my God! So that's what was.
And it's just it's a small piece of plastic that's held in with a metal roll pin, and so that might be something that SR owners, even the 40s, if you put a lot of rounds through it or you do a lot of dry fire practice with it, that's a possibility of something happening. It's happened to a SR9 that I had, and now it's happened to a 9E.
So, what kills me, Alan, on this is that I had that issue with my SR9 or SR9C, excuse me, compact, where the flag on the slide worked, but not through the back plate, if you will. And I got frustrated with it, and I now this is years ago when they first came out. This is what 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And I got rid of it. So I sold a guy a gun that didn't work correctly, and I didn't know it.
Yeah, the firearm still functions just fine without it, though.
Well, no, it did. It functioned. It shot fine. I just didn't like that I couldn't tell. Ruger put out the thing.
Had a firearm where they've had something break, but it still functions fine.
Well, and I agree, but my thing is this: the reason I got rid of the firearm was like, okay, the I could see the loaded chamber indicator, but I couldn't see the striker, and I was like, it's just not working, and I was like, I'm going to get rid of this thing, and I told the guy who I sold it to at a gun show here in Florida, where I was working with Florida Customs. I said, look, I can't tell when the striker's out, and he's like, it's no big deal. I know about it. And I didn't know at the time because I didn't research it further because I didn't want the weapon. So I sold this guy. He knew it was fucked up, and I sold it to him, and he gave me full price for the goddamn gun, which is beyond my comprehension at this point because I'm like, holy crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the SR series pistols sold really well. I had my SR9. I put every little hop up in it that I could and was very happy with it.
Well, and don't get me wrong, I liked my SR9. I just didn't like the fact that it didn't work as advertised. That's the only reason I got rid of it.
Yeah, where now all I got to do is the firing pin. I just pull the firing pin out of the slide and the firing pin spring. Now I just got to drive that roll pin out. If the camera will focus, now I just got to drive the roll pin out, put the new striker indicator in, shove the roll pin.
When you go to focus, you got to do the bearded CB. Focus, you fuck.
Yeah,
focus, you fuck.
And not have anybody else talk at the same time. So yeah.
It's all about how you talk to the camera, man. You got to get this right. It's like focus.
And again, this was
tell the camera what it's supposed to be doing while it's supposed to be doing it.
And again, this was at the time when, at least when I had mine, it was back when before YouTube was this huge gun community and all this other shit that was going on. So yes. What? Hey, CB, what are you drinking, sir?
Who's drinking what? And why aren't they sharing?
I know. I saw Scotsman drinking there, and
I'm drinking an IPA. I got the Columbus IPA. But
Columbus. See, look at you. Look at you.
It's
Gorilla be drinking a Lingenfelter.
I gotta take what I can get this month. My paycheck was a little light.
Oh, is that what it is?
Unfortunately, yeah, I didn't get as much overtime this month, so it's a little light.
Hey, look, there's you don't have to explain it. You don't have to.
I got the lowest paycheck I've had since I started this company this Friday.
Well, no, now I have to tell you this. You guys, everybody out there, so look, it's not about how much you have. It's not about what you have. It's about being where you are, when you are, and who you are. Plain and simple.
Yep.
Well, is that not what it is?
No, that's it exactly. I've said this many times. I've never made a whole ton of money in my life. I never have. I don't expect to.
No.
I could say I do, but I'd be, it's not gonna happen. But the end of the day, we do what we can. We help who we can. You know, that's what we do. So.
Well, and 100%, buddy. 100%. Everybody on the panel, I hope you would, just like throw it in here. We are who we are, correct?
Well, that's one of the things that I absolutely hate is fake YouTubers. You can't come out here and start trying to become part of the community without us discovering. We're gonna figure you out. We're gonna find out that you are a fake.
So oh no, I agree 100%. Daniel, what do you think, buddy?
I'm sorry, I was having a conversation with the side chat.
Oh, well, never mind, Daniel. I'm sorry.
I was just wondering. Now that Midas can actually listen to us, when he left,
is that what it is?
Well, yeah, Midas. When he left the bar, did he give him the Midas yell?
Oh, did he? Well, that's what I want to know. Did he give him the yell? I mean, did he like do the whole,
Yeah, he hasn't answered that yet.
Oh,
I think he gave Midas a touch.
You fake YouTubers? You mean like Yankee Spanky Marshall?
Oh, I'm not. Okay, yeah, I'm saying something. Yeah.
The guy supposedly has a gun channel, but you'd never seen him shoot a gun.
So,
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Did say he was setting up a range in his backyard now, though.
Oh, really? Did he say that? And he's not done it yet? He's such a faggot ass mother.
Well,
I mean, what?
Yeah, he showed the area it's going to be in and how it's going to
yeah.
be everything. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think we know where we're going on this. So JH 586, what do you think, sir? Because Scotsman went off to get a beer, so I'm going to kind of help out here.
Yeah, we kind of noticed. I just do what I want to do, and I want to have fun. And if you want to come along and watch what's fun to me, then great.
No, I 100%, sir.
I mean, that's what I do. I think of stuff that I'm a pretty middle of the road kind of guy. I think if I like doing something, somebody else is going to enjoy it too. So the main reason I started making YouTube videos was to give back to the community that I had learned so much about reloading from. And, that's the main thing on my channel is we do a good bit of reloading and shooting and testing and stuff like that, testing our loads. But, we're getting shut down on YouTube from that. So we've got the Reloaders Network now, and we're doing more stuff that way, and on BitChute and Gunstreamer. I've not been able to get YouTube to work for me, but I need to go give that another try. But yeah, that's what my channel is about, just having fun, man. Fun with guns.
I mean, we recently went over about how much of a community we are and how much we're willing to help people, and the caliber of the people that ended up getting the help that this community brings. I just needed to put it out there that everybody that we try to help are real people. They're not figures trying to put on some role in front of the camera.
Yeah.
They're real people with real problems, and we're more than happy to do everything that we can for them. But you got to be real.
I think I walked in on the tail end of this conversation, but it sounds like you're talking about the people that we're helping and that they're not fake.
Well, no. Yes.
No. I'll say this: anyone out there, and I don't know there's anyone watching this right now that's out there that thinks this, but to anyone out there that watches this and thinks that any of that shit's fake, fuck you.
Ah,
That's all I gotta say. Fuck you and fuck all the way off.
We're talking about fake YouTubers.
well, yeah.
Yeah, fake
Well,
YouTubers.
And again, we're talking about how this community, for lack of a better term, this community takes care of their own, and I don't know, I'm new to your Scotsman. I'm new to your chat area. And so I gotta be I will be the first to admit I don't know everybody here. I know Alan. I've seen Alan, and I know a lot of guys here. And
we've got quite the varied panel tonight. We got a lot
like I said, you guys have a very you have a very diverse a panel of people here. You got King and. See, and my thing is, King, I like what he has to say. David, I like what he has to say. A lot of things he says. Of course, Big Jeff Gunwald one. I love a lot of things and everything he says. Alan and Daniel and everybody else, Gizzard and Gorillas and everybody. It's a weird. I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but it's a weird way of, because of the social network. I've never met any of you guys that it's hard, for people to understand. Not unlike me, but people that are watching or listening. Well, I don't know these people. How can I trust them? How can I do this? How can I do that? I'm like, look,
it's funny, man. Like I drove to PA a few weeks back for the 280 rally up there. I met Kingpin and I met a bunch of other guys up there. But it's like the first time I ever drove anywhere and met anyone was I drove up to Eric's. And I've told this story a couple of times, I think, but when I first drove up to Eric's, I get there, I knock on the door, and Christine answers, and I walk in. She's all happy to see me. I walk in. She's like, they're all down in the basement. Like, all right.
Holy
and I walk
shit.
down to the basement, and Eric's standing there, and I forget who else was there.
Everybody.
Agent Chaos was there, and Chris was there. And they were already drinking, they're already cracked it open, they're already drinking, firing off. They got a shot sitting there waiting for me. And the first words out of, I think it was Agent Chaos. I got there and they got my Smith & Wesson sitting on my hip. And Agent Chaos is like, you're carrying? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm carrying. What do you think I'm doing here?
Well, and here's the thing.
But the point is automatically we all just as immediate, we're all friends. We have no issues,
No, 100%. I agree. 100%. Like I said, I haven't met any of you guys except for Scotsman on this panel, and I can't wait to meet all of you guys. 100% straight up, that's above board. You guys are all the Big Jeff. Big Jeff has been a buddy of mine for God, how many years, Jeff? Oh my God.
Well, I've been doing this since 2011. So.
Right? So, holy shit. I cannot wait to meet my buddy. That's what I get at. You all are my friends. I consider you, I should say, my friends. And until you prove otherwise, who gives a shit, right?
I would have to concur with that. I mean, everybody except Daniel.
Except Daniel.
See, here's the thing: you gotta watch Daniel, man. He's gonna invite you to what he calls "I want to shoot camp." Ivana shoot camp. You gotta watch that camp.
Ivana shoot a lot.
Ivana? Is it Ivana?
Ivana shoot a lot. It's a camp he puts on every year. You gotta watch, man. You gotta be careful.
So Daniel, when is this year's Ivana?
Ivana Shoot a Lot. Well, it is a for-profit organization that is currently going on right now that is all about melting snowflakes.
Oh, well, hey, count me in. When are we doing this?
Well, there will be a promotional video coming out here in the near future, but I had to send one of the parents an update on their nephew.
Oh, oh my God.
And hey, Scotsman, turn to the right.
Turn to the right.
Scotsman, turn your head to the right.
Oh my God.
Wow, Jack was right. Those ears are pointed.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
Oh my God. Look, if Jack says
I have to say this. Mr. Holster, I think so far to date has put out the best video when it comes to that. And I made a comment on there. I told him, I'm like, tell Jack that my ears ain't pointed. I have cauliflower ears.
Oh, is that what it is? You're gonna call it that?
It's cauliflower ears, man. We all played rugby back home. We all get our ears beat to shit.
Well, you keep thinking that, buddy. You just keep thinking that.
I'm surprised you didn't make fun of my big fucking nose.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how many cauliflower pictures I have already saved up for you. Oh, you got a snort. Holy crap. So I guess that leaves Scotsman's line open. He's just not coming up with nothing. That's all I got.
I was talking to the side chat, man.
Is that what it is? You're worried about the side chat there?
Hey, you know what? We're all here to interact. I got to interact with the side chat too. You know.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Hey, Scotsman, you're racist. You got cauliflower ear.
You got called. Yeah, you're a white supremacist. You got cauliflower ear. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with Daniel. See, I did Sunday chat. AOC called you a racist if you have cauliflower.
Yep, and you can't cook plantains or yucca.
That's right. You have cauliflower, not plantains or yucca. So you are a racist.
No, he is a pointed ear. Weasel.
Oh my
Weasel.
God. Oh my God.
I mean, if you want to get down to it, Weasel's ears are probably pointed. So.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
Whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Oh my God.
I keep saying that I keep wanting to go in here saying I got to go pretty soon, but you guys are just giving me so much ammunition.
Is that what it is? No, like I said earlier, I said I give Daniel and Gorillas props for wearing the hashtag Be Like Ed. Thank you for all that. Very, very, very much. I want to give a shout out to Alan for wearing the Mr. Holster shirt. Thank you. Mr. Holster fighting the big C. Again, as we talked about earlier in the night, fucking PayPal fucking us on the donations to Mr. Holster. They're going to get there, everybody. They're going to get there. But you just have to hold on to us. We're going to do it. Mr. and Mrs. Ebomi, the Ms. Bomi build for Justin's final mission. If I may, a Scotsman, if I can go ahead.
Absolutely. I was going to say, if you want to talk about Justin's final mission, please do so.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Miss Bomi, the women's build, a phenomenal, absolutely 100% phenomenal AR-15 in Tiffany blue and silver for your lady friends, your female companions, your significant others. This rifle, 100%, is a DRG digital billet upper and lower receiver. It is a offhand gear, one of at the time one of a kind diamond handguard, custom Duracoated by Florida Custom Weapon Finishing in Tiffany blue and silver with a Luth AR stock, Strike Industries parts, just a phenomenal 100% top of the line parts in there. There's a Rise Armament trigger in there. Now, the Rise Armament trigger, I will say this because I put it in there and I tested it. And the Rise Armament trigger is said to be 3.5 pounds. I'm telling you right now, 3 or less is everything I could get out of that trigger. And you can ask Miss Bomi in her video. She test fired it. I never test fired it. She test fired it. That trigger is sweet. And that's a quote. Sweet is a quote. Okay. There's a custom leather strap in there from Big Dog Leather. There's a hard case. There's an entire package of things that go along with this rifle. I put a Bastion LLC knife. Let me show it. Hold on. If I can get my fingers to work. Okay, this sucks. This is embarrassing. A custom Bastion LLC knife, a folder knife to go in there. There is a custom AR-15 bottle opener to go in there. There is a hard
on the plane.
Yeah, don't go through TSA with it.
Yeah, and don't and don't go too. Because if you have this now, I will say this 100% because everybody says this because yes, it happened to me. If you go to TSA with this in your carry-on, they will open up your carry-on and go, "You got an AR-15," which is they're a bunch of fucking screaming assholes. Oh my god! I'm like. The guy said, "Do you have an AR-15 in your carry-on?" I went, "No, it's a fucking bottle opener." And the guy looked at me like, "Really?" I'm done. I swear to God, I'm done. Anyway. But no, Miss Bomi's giveaway, and again, she shot. If you look at the last Sunday chat that I put out. She's got a video on Miss Bomi's channel. She shot it. She uploaded it. If you put every $10 you donate to Justin's Final Mission, you get an entry into it. If you do a video response, you get 2 entries. So if you donate $10,
I'm not sure if you know. I know she was working on finding out the number. Do you know the number of where we're at so far?
I honestly don't because we did a couple of fundraisers in between. So I apologize. We're figuring that out. We will get that to you. I apologize. I don't know the actual number. We are within $2,000. I guarantee you. We're within $2,000.
I did throw the link out into the side chat. Any donations that you put in the comments, just put in women's build.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you. Again, this is 100%. We as a whole group, we don't see a penny of this. This all goes to Justin's final mission. This all goes to activeheroes.com. None of us get a penny out of this. So everything you send puts a veteran to Kentucky in the cabins to get the help he needs.
And
100%.
we don't choose either. We actually gave that.
No.
We gave that over to I forget the lady's name. If you remember her name or not, Jim, but we gave that over to the lady in that network.
And I'm trying to draw, and I'm drawing her name.
That for us, and she was nice enough to help us out and pick that. That way, there was no confusion. There was no name calling.
Yes.
Grab this person and threw them in there. We let them take care of that.
Yes, very much, and I'm with you. I forgot her name, and I'm so horrible about that, and I feel so bad. But they, I should say they, Active Heroes picked the veteran that went to the cabin on us, and actually the veteran actually remained nameless. Told them to tell us, thank you very much for all this. I needed this, etc., etc. It was an immense honor for him to have this, and that's the big to me. I right here. I get goosebumps. That is the biggest honor I can have right now in my life. So. Hashtag Justice Final Mission, Bomi, Ms. Bomi, any John Solar, Black Widow, Blanks, the Hornet Fixer, anybody who has hashtag Justice Final Mission, you can see our videos there. ActiveHeroes.com, Justice Final Mission. Please, this rifle is meant for a woman. It's Tiffany blue and silver. I'm telling you right now, if I win this video on the one or two chances that I actually put in that I didn't put forward, I'm going to keep this rifle. I don't give a shit what color it is. This rifle is fucking phenomenal.
That thing is absolutely pimping. I would take that to some of the biggest ranges I knew just to show that freaking thing off. That thing is fucking awesome.
See, Alan is right. I'm dead serious. I have myself personally, I have 2 entries into it. And everything else I do is going to be, pay it forward. But if I win this on my 2 entries, oh my God, I'm going to show this fucking rifle off. I am going to shoot this rifle like nobody's fucking ever shot it before.
All right. Real quick, Daniel's going to jump out. Daniel, you want to do a quick outro there, brother?
Okay. Well, this is Daniel, and I'm out because I just realized that I was supposed to let Lord Dragon Balls out of the freezer at 8 o'clock or cereal.
Really?
And
I think.
Thank you for
I think you might be okay.
Well, thank you, and guys in the panel. Nice chatting with you tonight. Scotsman, you pointed weasel. Live long and prosper.
Check your phone, man.
Okay.
Check your phone. Text me.
All righty. Night.
Night.
He said live long and fuck off. I know I can't even do that. I can't do it. I
can't.
Yeah, whatever.
The best I got.
The best I got. Yeah, right here. No, thank you, Daniel. Thank you. So I have a question for Gizzard, if I may. I'm sorry, Scotsman. If I may,
man, go ahead.
I have a question for Gizzard. Gizzard, what is your favorite carry weapon, sir?
Glock 42.
42? Yep. The 9mm.
380.
Oh, the 380. Oh, I thought the 43 was the 380.
No, 43 is 9.
Oh, See, I'm sorry, I forgot, and I own that fucker. Oh my
That's the
god.
single sack, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I own the fucking thing, and I forgot which one it was. So let me ask you, why do you why is that your favorite carry?
I pocket carry, and I've got small hands. It fits me well. I shot other 380s before it, but I bought this one and I took it to the range and put about 150 rounds through it, and I realized that, man, I shoot this really well.
Okay.
I'm on target with it. The sights, I'm picking up the sights real nice on it, and I know everybody makes fun of the Glocks and everything else, but for me, this one works, and it's just a good fit for me.
He couldn't hold on to a P320 is what he's saying.
Oh, see, gee, Alan. Oh my God, Alan, you don't
That,
want
and
to
I'm
go
an
there.
old geezer.
Oh
on
my
top of
God, you
everything
don't
else.
want to go there, Alan.
That's what I carry every day. I carry a full size P320.
Really? You guys seriously?
Yes, sir.
You trust a P20 or 320?
Hell yeah,
Oh, yeah,
man.
I absolutely
Really?
trust.
Yeah, I've put over
Wow.
6,000 rounds through that gun and have not had a single failure. Not at all.
So okay, oh, okay. No, none of I to get back to Gizzard real quick. So you went to the Glock and you were saying you were afraid of or I shouldn't say you were afraid, but you people said shit about the Glocks, right?
Oh, everybody does. You know, you've got
Right,
that
right.
argument. People either love Glocks or they hate Glocks.
Glocks suck.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been around the Scotsman a few times, so
Just a couple of times, right?
just not that I'm gonna admit to. Let's put it that way.
Again, I've said this many times. I don't have a problem with Glocks themselves. I have a problem with Glock, the manufacturer.
Well, I didn't buy it from them. I bought it from my local gun guy.
So my thing is this: you've been carrying this, the Glock. How long?
Oh, about a year, a little over a year, probably a year and 3 months.
Okay, year, 3 months. All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have I carried a Glock for a Glock 19 Gen 3. Let me make that clear. I carried a Glock Gen 3 Glock 19 for say 99 to 2002, 2003, give or take. And I absolutely loved it. So I'm with you on that. So Scotsman.
But your main carry weapon these days, Hornet Fixer, is what?
See, JH had to go there. See, this is why I like JH. So my from 2000, oh my God, 2004, 5 till now has been the MP45 Compact Gen 1. Yes, it has. I've had a lot of other weapons. I've carried them for a little bit, not a lot. I carried the 9mm Glock single stack. I carried that for a month or two. I carried the Glock again. My Glock 19. I carried that for a minute. I carried a full size 1911 for a couple. I say a couple. It was more like 6, 7, 8, 9 months. I carried a Glock 23, a Gen 3, for a minute there. Say 3, 4, 5, 6 months. But my carry right now and what I've been carrying for the last over a year is the MP Gen 1 Compact 45.
You want to see my favorite carry gun?
Sure, let's go.
Are you ready? Do the flyby.
Bring that bad boy up.
Oh my God! Really? Really?
Oh, you shot
Really?
my favorite. You shot my favorite carry gun.
Yeah.
Shot mine, Jim. You shot my 4-inch 44.
Really? No shit. No,
Yeah, man.
my
That's my favorite carry gun, dude. I love carrying that thing in my shoulder rig.
So I have to ask JH, what is that pistol again? I just got to hear it again.
This is a 6-inch Smith & Wesson 586 no dash.
586 no dash. I hate you of the utmost magnitude because I don't have one. I don't have a 586 period. I just don't have one. I haven't been able to pick one up yet.
Oh, everyone stop talking. Mr. Holster's in the chat. Everyone stop talking.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is he really?
He is in the he's in the side chat. Everyone stop talking.
All right, Mr. Oh, he is. Oh my God.
No one say a word.
So I fuck you. I have to say something to Mr. Holster. I have already drank my beers and you're late. I want to thank Mr. Holster for being Mr. Holster. 1, 2. I want to thank Mr. Holster for putting up with Jack. 3. I want to thank Mr. Holster for telling Eric he's full of shit. That's the 3 things I want to thank Mr. Holster for.
I put it in the side chat too, but I'm gonna say it here too. Mr. Holster, check your damn fucking email.
Check your email. There you go.
Respond to me for once. It would be appreciated.
Well, hey, look, Mr. Holster's banning cattle. I think Mr. Holster was busy all fucking day. I'm just saying.
He ignores me on purpose because I'm the weasel.
Is that what it is? You really think you really want to go with that? You really want to think you're always on?
He said it on the video.
No, well, I know what he said, but that's not what he meant.
Gorillas and guns. You got a John Pop, brother?
Yeah, I'm just getting really hungry. I haven't eaten anything since lunchtime, and I need some bananas.
You need some. Hey, Gorillas, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate your channel, and I appreciate everything you do, sir.
Right on. Thank you as well, man. I appreciate you very much. There is one acquisition I did want to show off before I went away. Was pretty new, and just like you, I got Big Jeff's package as well.
See, we all like Big Jeff package.
Oh God.
Big Jeff, if I was you, I would run.
Just like leaning, just gonna lean back. And go, yeah, you like my package. See, look.
Well, this guy's too much, man. I like him. All right. Well, thanks for having me on. This has been a great chat. Oh man, I've had a lot of good laughs tonight. You guys are all awesome. Everybody just keep having fun, man. That's what it's all about. Just have fun. I mean, life's too short not to do it otherwise, so that's it.
That's it. All right. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. Y'all take care.
See you, brother.
See you, man.
And we're all waiting. We're like, is he leaving?
Man, the side chat is going off.
Well, and that's a good thing.
Apparently, Jeff, you might want to watch Alan, but he says your package is big enough to share. So apparently Alan has, I don't know what you and Alan's got going on, but
not a damn thing.
Well, apparently he's just like handing his package out all over the place.
Is that Alan over there or is that Jan?
His package must be big enough. His package must be big enough to share.
Oh my god!
I sent a package to Alan, what, about a year ago?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
been
Tim,
about. It's been about that. It's been about that. I've gotten some length out of
No.
the things that you sent me in that package as well.
That is not helping the situation.
I've been waiting on the video for that item that I gave you 2 of.
Yeah, and
yeah, for it.
All right, moving on. Let's get away from Jeff's
Oh
package.
my god!
Yeah.
Oh, it's how about my package? Oh shit!
So does anyone have any new acquisitions coming up in the future, the next month or so they're looking at?
Well, I've already told mine.
Gary, what you got, man? You got anything coming up here in the future you're looking at purchasing?
Well, I almost bought another 1911 yesterday, but I decided not to. So, but I may go back and get it. We'll see.
Well, which one is it?
It was a Taurus 1911 in stainless.
Oh, nice. Very,
I don't have a
nice.
stainless. I want a stainless. Either that or a Ruger SR 1911.
Oh, now see,
I
the
can have
SR
that,
1911 is very, very, very fine.
You know, you can't go wrong with a nice 1911. And
Let me
my
ask
one
you-
needs another 1911 to talk to in the safe. See,
Yeah,
you can't just have one.
Let me ask y'all's opinion of the Remington R1911. What do you think?
The
I've heard good
R,
things.
the R or R1?
R1, I think it is.
Oh, see, very nice 1911. I owned a R1 1911. I will say this before this was, oh my God, how many years ago when they first came out. I didn't understand the 1911 thing, and I sold it, and I wish I would have never have. The R1 1911 Remington is a phenomenal 1911.
Let me see if I can find it all. There's a store here in our town that's running a Memorial Day sale, and they have it for it's a $75 rebate, I think, right now. I can't find it right now, but it's just over $500.
See, that's again, mine was very much older than that one. As far as price wise, I can't give you any numbers. But if you're getting a rebate on a pistol, well, you really got to look at it. You really, really, really do. It's 1911. Here's the thing: 1911 has been around for over 100 years. How can they fuck it up?
Well, it's Remington and it's the Freedom Group, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, there's that, right?
See, this is an example.
Anyone, if there's any manufacturer out there that could fuck up a 1911, it's the Freedom Group.
Well, okay, I'm not going to say this. But my thing is this: I had a Remington 1911 R1 back in the day. Now, this is again, this is back in the day. When I say back in the day, it was like 10 years ago. I don't know what they are right now, but I didn't clean the fucker. I didn't do anything to it. I took it to range. It didn't work. I went, fuck it. I'm selling it. I sold it to the guy at the range, and I bought a Smith & Wesson. So I didn't give it a chance. And that's all I'm going to say.
I'll say this: out of and I've sent tons of guns back over the years. And you guys hear me talking about this a lot, but I can kind of judge a gun based off of how many I've had to send back over the years. Out of the Remington 1911s, I literally have not sent that many back over the years. I've sent probably 2 or 3 tops. They actually do a pretty good job with that one, as much as I make fun of the Freedom Group because they fucked up a lot of different things. They actually do a pretty good job on the 1911.
Well, and here's the thing. It's a 1911. They've been around for over 100 years. How bad can you fuck it up?
Well, as I said, it's a Freedom Group. They fuck up shit all the time. So
Again, that's what I'm saying. If you fuck up a 1911, don't buy that motherfucker. Plain and simple. 1911's been around forever. If you fuck it up, how the fuck can you buy it? I bought Turkish 1911s, and they run like sewing machines. I've got gear sand. I've got T-sauce. They run like nobody's business. I'm just saying. Wow. Yep. Wow, that's quiet. That's a whole lot of quiet right there.
You would think you'd be fairly safe with a design that's tried and true with
well, I'll say this. If ATI, Rock Island, whatever you want to call them, because they have like 3 different freaking companies all for the same company. If they can do it and produce it properly for $400 or less, they're doing pretty damn good. So if anyone else fucks it up, yeah.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
They've done a good job, man. I literally, out of all those ones that they make, I barely sent anything back for repair. Rock Island actually has a lot of quality checks in place that most companies don't.
Okay, to shift a bit off of 1911s, what about a SIG P220 in 10 millimeter?
Oh!
Keep it in your pants.
Yeah. Get your breath.
I didn't realize we invited Eric.
No, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. No, look, 10 millimeter. Look, you guys you got to be kidding me. Everybody on the panel, I love all of you guys, but if you don't recognize what 10 millimeter is, oh my God, that is the most hit power, the most accurate, the most deadly round that has come in the last 30 fucking years. You don't know a round. No offense. You don't know what a round is. 10 millimeter. Oh my God. Because I shot 150 rounds of it this weekend. Oh my God.
Well, and in the P220 platform, it's carryable. I think that's going to be real manageable as a carry weapon.
Oh, look, well, it's not just carry. I have an AR-15 platform, 10 millimeter, just right carbine, and 10 millimeter. I will carry that 10 millimeter to the day I die. That is the fuck. Oh my God. Look, I'm sorry. I shot my Glock 20 for the first time because I just picked it up a couple of weeks ago. I shot my Glock 20 10 millimeter. I shot my EAA 10 millimeter pistols this weekend. 10 millimeter. Oh, it is a explosive. It is a accurate. It is a, oh my god, this is the bomb fucking round. No shit. And I'm telling you right now, I have a bum elbow. On my right elbow is literally shit. I'm showing everybody in the chat right now. My elbow is shit. But the 10 millimeter round, oh my god.
It's funny you mentioned that because Smile Money just left a comment saying you wore your elbow out.
Yes. Did he really? Did he really?
Yeah.
I gotta find it. I gotta find that comment because that's funny as shit. But no, seriously, the 10 millimeter round, that is a powerful round. To me, the 10 millimeter is the 38 special of the 357 world, if that makes any sense. I have a rifle. I have multiple pistols that take the same round, same same magazine, same cartridge. And oh my god, how could you not carry that into the apocalypse? Plain and simple. How could you not carry that into the apocalypse?
We have a bit of a celebrity in the side chat right now. One Mr. Mario Mosen.
Oh
Man,
my god!
I'd like to absolutely thank you, Mario, for the package of brass that I received at my doorstep. Thank you very, very kindly, good sir.
Everybody get the proper greeting.
Okay. Hold on. Mario, we got to get into the gay ass mode of Mario. Hey, gay ass fucking shit. Okay, so Mario.
Let's do this right. Hey.
See, this is why I love Alan.
That wasn't Alan. That was Jan.
That was Jan.
Was it really? Oh my god! Really? Oh my god! Oh, you guys so fucked me up on that.
Was too fucking perfect. That was Jan right there.
I'm so fucked up. I fucking apologize.
Why do you think they call him Alan B. Pro anyway?
No, my god! Oh my god!
That's right. He worked that shit on the side of the fucking street.
Oh wait, hold on. You guys know who this is, right?
That's Mario.
Yes, that's Mario. I'm taking the headphones off. All right, here we go.
Hey!
Oh, you're such a puto.
Oh my god, I'm like totally live. What's up, guys? What's going on, man? How's everybody doing? By the way, I just want to say thank you to all you guys out there, man. I really appreciate all the love you guys show for Memorial Day. It really means a lot to me and all the guys that serve. So, anyways, I just wanted to call the puto over there because he's sounding so weird and so gay. Like, oh my god, 10 millimeter is so awesome, radical. Oh my god, it's there, man. It's there.
You are so gay, dude.
I know, dude. I know, but you love me, dude.
Hold on. I gotta put you down. Hold on. I gotta put my headphones back on, you asshole.
Okay, all right. I'm out of here, man. I just gotta throw my 2 cents in, fucker.
Look, I am so sorry for everybody. I gotta be honest. I am so sorry for interrupting.
You know motherfuckers love me. You know, I'm like gold, dude. I don't fucking go away, bro. Anyways, I just gotta say, hey, everybody. So hey.
I apologize for Mario Mosen because he's an asshole, and everybody knows he's an asshole.
I know. I can tell you, I grew on people like mold, bro. So
About like mold, yes, like mold.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, I just thought I'd say hey. So hey, everybody. You guys take care, man. Much love. I'll keep watching on the side chat.
And on the side chat, yeah, and he hung up. I apologize. I sincerely do. That HornetFixer.com has to deal with MarioMosen.com and everything he has to deal with. So I apologize. Oh my God.
No, definitely lots of love for the Battle Bean, everything that he does, who he is, and what he stands for. It's a pleasure just knowing the guy.
Yeah.
More or less having him in our family, even though he does reside in that communist state like some other gentlemen that we know.
And again, I apologize to the panel tonight. Battle Bean, again, as Alan said, resides in California. He hates it. He can't wait to get out of there. But Battle Bean has served our country with distinction, 100%. And he's out soon. And it's the Battle Bean. What the fuck else can I say? It's the
getting that coveted BB-214. Absolutely phenomenal.
We are getting some hellacious feedback here.
So I got a question for Gizzard Gary if he's still on here.
Yo.
There you go.
Hey, man, I'm Jamie. I haven't met you. It's nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice
what
to meet
part
you.
of the country do you live in, man?
I'm in Kansas.
Yes.
Okay. I'm in Georgia, but I think everybody knows that.
All right.
I think you can figure that out by listening to me talk for a few minutes.
That don't make you a bad person.
It just makes you who you are, brother. That's all.
Absolutely. I ain't lived any other place other than Kansas. I was born and raised here, so.
Me too. I was born here, been here all my life. Never been.
Gizzard Gary's a guy that I've known for a little while now. Absolutely love Gizzard, man. He's got a great sense of humor. Does a lot of stuff over on the gun channels and a few other places. He's kind of all over the place. Runs a little chat here and there called Foul Territory. It's very, very good stuff. Very good stuff.
Thank you.
If you don't know Gizzard, check him out.
Yep, we do Foul Territory on Friday nights, and then starting a couple months ago, we started doing a Sunday morning chat too, just kind of a lobby for everybody to join in. So if you're interested in those things, yeah, look me up.
Yeah, I have Gizzard. I'm kind of interested in that. I do a Sunday chat every morning. I've been doing it for years now.
Oh, wow.
HornetFirst.com. I'd love to go live with you guys if I can figure out how to do that, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, check me out. I've got a website, gizzardgary.com, and it's got all my links. I'm on gun channels. And
we will get with you, sir. 100%,
all right.
100%, buddy.
Fair enough. Thanks. Thanks for having me, gentlemen. I got to jump out about this time, so thanks for having me aboard.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think it's probably about that time anyway. We've been going for way more than usual than we normally do. So we'll start going through the room. Jeff, what you got, brother?
Not a whole heck of a lot. Not a lot of plans. Been considering another rifle build. Experimenting with some hydro dipping. That's about it.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be exciting to see that kind of process. I've heard CB's done a lot of stuff too with that kind of stuff, with painting and dipping and stuff like that. So it's kind of
that rifle he did for TAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm quite ready to take a ball of paint to a gun yet or not. I'm not quite sure from there.
Well, I have an 80% lower that's just raw aluminum.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's not so bad. Like the one that's already pre-done, I don't know if I want to try and go over the top of that or not. Some that's raw, though, that's not bad. Jamie, what you got, brother?
I'm still trying to get to the range. Maybe I can talk Kyle into going tomorrow. Me and Kyle have plans to go to the National Cemetery in Canton tomorrow, and I would encourage everybody else to do the same. Other than that, Insight Freedom and I are starting to work on a get together, and he put the link in the side chat earlier. It's Dead Zero Club, shooting club. It's a new range up north of Chattanooga, so we're hoping to have it up there and have as many of you guys that can make it to come. And we're looking at the 4th of July week, one of those days. 4th of July is on Thursday, so we're looking at one of those days. And we hope a good many of y'all travel down to meet up with us. All of the guys from our Georgia Shooters Connection are already committed to go. Nathan, Chico, Kyle, and myself.
Jamie, if you would, can you give me a link to your or a email I can get with you?
Yeah, I'll make a comment on the Tread. Just put the link to the Headspace at the Reloaders Network.
Okay.
But I'll make a comment in the side chat, and you can check out my channel. And
I can send you Jamie's email if you want, Jim.
That'd be great.
Yeah, if you would, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep, absolutely.
But they're kind of excited about having us, so we're looking forward to doing that. So
I would love to be there, sir.
That'd be great. And you're in Florida, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will make the drive. Yes, sir.
That'll be fun. We'll be glad to have you. And anybody else out there that wants to, we'll be glad to have y'all. And it'll be fun. So keep an eye on my channel and on the Reloaders Network for more information coming on that. And if you'll go to Insight Freedom's channel, he put up a kind of a drive-through of that range facility today.
Yeah, that place is nice.
Yeah. That's lots of bays, lots of good shooting area for sure.
So hopefully it'll be fun. And Scotsman, as always, thanks for having me. Guys on the panel, thanks for putting up with me. And
you're always more than welcome, brother.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, Kingpin, what you got, man?
Oh man, thanks for having me. Always a good time. I appreciate everybody here, and go check out everysecondmatters.com. And if you don't know what that is, real quick, it's just every second of the month we get together and celebrate the Second Amendment, whether it's through open carry, concealed carry, posting a video, Instagram, talking to somebody about the Second Amendment. So go check out everysecondmatters.com.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Warsaw?
Scotsman, thanks for sending me the link, man. I know it's been a long time, and we gotta, talk about some stuff. But apart from that, Not much. Just probably doing some more woodworking projects or something.
All right, man. Good to have you on. We'll try and get you on again here soon too. It's always good having you. Sorry it's been so long, man. I've tried sending you emails before, but I guess you changed it, so we got that fixed. So we're good to go now. And the one, the only, the Hornet Fixer himself.
No, hey, look, all I can say is Justin's Final Mission. Go to, if you hashtag Justin Final Mission, look activeheroes.com, $10 donation into the women's build, whether you want a women's AR-15 or not. Get in there, get it, give it to your girlfriend. I don't give a shit. Yeah, help us fight PST, and get it done. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I just again threw the fundraiser link in the side chat for that. So make a donation. Just put in women's build in the comment section.
Yes.
Yeah. And just like Jim said, even if you don't plan on keeping it for yourself or whatever, like for example, if I was to win it, I actually have a plan. It's meant for a woman. I would like to actually take it and help teach women how to shoot.
Yes, very much so.
That's the whole purpose of it. So if I was to win it, for example, that's exactly what I would use it for. I actually put it aside and I would keep it for exactly that purpose, teaching women how to shoot. I would take it to the range and I would give women the opportunity to learn how to shoot an AR-15.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, Big Jeff Gunwald 1, who's in the chat room tonight, and Tom, my buddy Midway Shooter, who is a fellow Navy guy, have bought hashtag Justin's Final Mission t-shirts from hornetfixer.com. I put a donation in for them, and that will get paid forward. So there you go.
Even though I can't own that rifle, I've bought like 6 tickets so far, and I will buy more.
There you go.
So I just want to help.
It's all about the cause.
It's exactly
the cause is, especially like this weekend, especially, it rains home. It's Memorial Day weekend. We don't want to lose anyone else, and we're losing 22 a day. So
actually, it's down to 20 a day.
Okay,
it is down to 20. That's official. And it is amazing. And I would love to say that we had something to do with that.
I would hope so. We got we got to get it lower though. And
yes, we got to get it down to 0.
Justin's Final Mission is beyond important.
Yes.
So if you guys can, please do so. Help out. We always try to do what we can here, so we appreciate it for sure.
Well, Scotsman, Mr. Holster is kind of calling you out there on your BS, says that you're just going to use it to pick up chicks.
Oh,
well, I am the weasel, so.
He's a weasel. He said he's a weasel.
I might.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe a weasel. So maybe a mice. I don't know, weasel.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens. Alan, what you got, brother?
Oh man, not a whole heck of a lot looking forward for me this week. I'm just again the Justin's Final Mission link is in the side chat. You've heard a lot about that. There's also a lot of stuff going on over at El Tenda Fabrizio's channel. So if you wouldn't mind going over there and find out all the awesome work that man is doing as well. Another great patriot of this country that was not a natural born citizen, but a true American nevertheless.
Fabrizio is a citizen beyond recognition.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely phenomenal man, and he's out there fighting for good cause as well. So definitely wanted to mention that. But other than that, man, I had a great night tonight. We've had a great panel. Good to have everybody here. As always, keep the magazines loaded and one in the chamber.
All right. And with that being said,
Fucking
guys, I
A.
appreciate everyone in the side chat. I appreciate everyone tuning in. And guys, please remember it is Memorial Day tomorrow. So don't go thank a veteran. Go to a memorial, go to a graveyard, and pay your respects. Pay your respects to someone that fought and died for you. Pay your respects, guys. With that being said, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week. Praise Scotsman out, and we are out of here. Later, guys.